Okay.
All right, we are live from Heritage Academy, Columbus, Mississippi. Mr. Benuzowitz on the computer, Hartley Kittle on the camera. This is Jonathan Mills with Hank Reichley. Hank, how you doing?
I'm well. Jonathan, how are you?
Good. This is we are in the second floor of the press box. Got the radio crew along with us, so you may hear Harold Young and Tony Bennett, Russell Wilson on the field. Tune in to Max 99 locally if you're there. We are on Facebook and YouTube. We are here for the second round of the MAIS 5A playoffs. Mustangs won a thriller last week, 31-28 over Silliman Institute out of Louisiana. And our prize, Hank, is to come to the number one seed's house and try to knock off the Heritage Academy Patriots.
That's right.
Been a difficult task for the Mustangs the past few years.
They've been, the wins over here have been elusive.
Coach.
The wins have been elusive in this series in about the last 5 or 6 years. I think we've only won one. Seems like we've played a lot, and it seems like we've played here a lot.
Right. I know a couple of years ago, Jack's senior year, we played them twice. We played them at home early on and then came over here in the playoffs.
Both games
were here.
And then the year before was here because they changed the schedule the
right.
next year. So it was felt like we played here forever, played 4 games in a short period of time and won only one of those.
But the Mustangs, a lot of similarities in last year. The Mustangs won the 8-9 game. Last year was on the road. Had to travel to Leak, the number one seed. That didn't go very well, but the Mustangs played the Heritage Patriots 2 weeks ago at home and really played them. Had a rough start to the second half. Other than that, they hung with them. And I think if you're Coach Crowder, you can take a lot from that game as recent as it was
sure.
and take some confidence that you hung with the number one seed. I think if you don't make some mistakes in that ball game, it probably turns out maybe a little different. And I think the mistakes are really what you got to eliminate tonight.
Yeah, we went in that game trailing 14-10 at halftime. We're getting the ball back in the third quarter, and unfortunately lost the kickoff and sort of got trounced in the third quarter. Outside of that, it was a very competitive ball game. I think we ended up losing by 20 points, I believe, maybe 15, something like that. So.
Right.
Big task tonight. They're a talented team. They've got several good skill players, talented quarterbacks, and big linemen. They don't have huge numbers on the team as a whole, but the 11 they have out on the field are pretty quality players.
Right. Mustangs are going to meet on the field. Their captains look like it's all 18 seniors. So led by Drew Lamb, number 12, John Heston Powers, 22, Dane Sanford, number 6, and Hayden Pilla, number 57. The Patriots are going to be led out onto the field by number 54, Roe Williamson, number 71, Carson Hollis, and number 72, Drew Kaiser. Patriots are in their home blue, Mustangs in their road whites, and you mentioned some of the players. You're going to key on number 7, Jay Stevenson, and number 23, Trey Nauer. Those are two athletes that they're going to key on. Jay Stevenson is a running back, and Nauer is a wide receiver. So I think your game plan for the Mustangs, you're going to have to try to take one of those things away, Hank, and see if you can't hang with making them pass, make them one-dimensional,
yep.
Whichever dimension you want to take away.
That's right.
Easier said than done.
The problem is they're two-dimensional. They're two-dimensional, so you got to figure out a way to slow them down on both ends. But they have talented runners, talented wideouts, talented slot. Number 21,
Luke Fisher.
He's a Air Force Academy commit, so he's a good player. So they've got some talent, and Mustangs just to have to play mistake-free.
Right.
You mentioned that before. We've got talent too. We got to play mistake-free. We'll need to win the turnover battle, create some turnovers, not have any of our own, and just get some breaks. But it can be done.
Heritage deferred. Mustangs will receive. In the way we're talking about making them one-dimensional, we got to be two-dimensional. We've got to be able to throw it and pass it. Obviously, we're going to get into Dane's record-setting career tonight. You've got some stats on that. He set a lot of records last week and is in position to set some more this week and hopefully more next week. But you've got to be able to mix it up. You can't be one-dimensional against a team like this.
Well, we've had more success late in the season throwing the football, and I think that you're going to need to supplement your rushing attack You've got Dane, you've got Hayes Bennett, who's certainly a different type of runner, has a lot of speed. But we're going to have access to those big wideouts we have and make some plays throwing the ball as well to be successful. And, again, we've done that better in the last third of the season.
You know, Mustangs played well in the second half last week to come back and win that game. They've had some flashes of some quarters and some halves, if you will, but I still think we're waiting on a full quarter game out of the Mustangs. And I think if you can put that together and see what happens, you want to get to a game in the fourth quarter. We got it to a game in the second half, but with them, we didn't get it to a game in the fourth quarter. Let's get it to a game in the fourth quarter and then see if they'll make a mistake or see if somebody can make a big play for the visiting team tonight. So.
Yeah, well, so last year the best game we played all year was in a loss to Heritage in the final season. Much of that game we were either tied or had the lead. They're the defending state champions, and so we played the most complete game we played all year. Probably put them in as much of a test as they had been in, and we can do that tonight. Again, we just haven't had 4 solid quarters where we've played mostly mistake-free football, and this team is capable of doing that.
Absolutely.
You were talking about the honor of coming over here to play the number 1 seed. We have a wonderful night again for football, almost a little bit warm.
It is.
Compared to what we would normally expect. I think rain moving in the area tonight, but will not be here during the game, so we should have really great field conditions for tonight's action.
Both teams have come out onto the field. Mustangs, again, in their road whites, Heritage in their red, white, and blue. Pretty good crowd tonight for the Patriots. Playoff football, Hank, everybody's record's the same. It doesn't really matter what you did to get here. It just matters how it goes tonight. So we'll pause here for the invocation, followed by the national anthem, and then we'll be right back with some football.
Tonight's prayer will be given by Kevin Hutchison, who is the lead pastor of First Baptist Church here in Columbus, Mississippi.
Father, we thank you for who you are. We thank you for your goodness. We thank you for this weather this evening, and we thank you for the game of football. And Lord, I pray for these athletes. Lord, you would keep them safe tonight. May there be no serious injuries tonight. I pray for the players, the coaches, the refs, the fans. May everything we think, say, and do honor you this evening. Lord, I pray for safe travel without incident on the way home for both teams and fans. And Lord, I do pray for our nation. And Lord, we would turn to you in faith and obedience. Lord, we thank you for who you are. And we thank you most of all for Jesus Christ, your Son, our King and our Savior. And we believe on him and live forever. In Christ's name, amen.
All right, Mustangs are coached by Jim Crowder, I believe in his second year, assisted by Bruce Branch, Tommy Acey, Bill Beck, Steve Gleason, Nick Serio, Neil Turner, Chris Wilson, and Christian Belt. And the Heritage of Patriots are coached by first-year coach Lance Pogue. Not by no means a first-year coach.
Won a few ball games and a few championships.
That's right. They are assisted by Sean Harrison, who's now the head of school, but he is the offensive coordinator, I believe, would be his title. He's calling the plays for the Patriots. So
former Pilla
coach. That's right. So he's got Pilla ties, and we are minutes away from kickoff. Mustangs are going to receive. Going to be Charlie Robbins and Hayes Bennett. Again, Hank, I keep wishing for this, but if folks keep kicking it to Hayes, he's going to explode here soon enough. If they haven't kicked to him very regularly, but he's a home run hitter and the special teams.
Seemed like Heritage was kicking the ball not deep. They tried a lot of different short kick strategies.
Teeing it up at the 40 is 21 Luke Fisher, one of the players to watch. Hank mentioned. He's the Air Force commit, correct?
He is.
Ball is kicked, and we are underway. John Heston Powers takes it at the 20-yard line, gets it upfield to about the 22, 23-yard lines, where the Mustangs will take over for their first offensive series. Hank, it's no secret who the Mustangs' key player is. It's number 6, Dane Sanford. Where as he goes, so go the Mustangs, I would say.
Well, he's going to be a big part of it tonight, as we talked about before the game started. We're going to need him to be a piece of it, but not all of it, and mix the look up a little bit and try to get some yards from other players as well. But certainly Dane's going to be a big feature.
Drew Lamb in shotgun formation, drops the pass, throws it out to Brock Magerson, but catch is made and gets upfield to about the 30, 31 maybe. Good first down play. So, as you mentioned, going to maybe use Dane, fake it to Dane and try to open it up in the air. I think you're right. We've got to conserve Dane's energy as much. I think that's what Heritage did in the previous game in the second half. They took Dane away, and we weren't able to really respond. So the more you can keep them on their toes and mix him in as needed. Second down, 5. Pistol formation for the Mustangs. Give is to Sanford off the left side. Kind of slips and going to be tackled there by number 3, Aiden Westmoreland. Short gain there.
Yeah, he didn't have much there, but he did try to cut it inside, and I'm a little surprised. You can see where the turf came up there. I would assume the field is very, very solid. It may have rained here last weekend, but not any during the week, I don't think. So he slipped down there to be 3rd and 4.
Third and 5, according to the scoreboard. So we are, again, we're kind of blocked by the scoreboard, so we'll do our best. Mr. Banu's got you on the computer, so as best he can. So looks like Mustangs moved a little early, but they didn't call it. Dane's going to get close to first down yardage, but it's going to be brought down at the 35. So that's going to be a little short there for the Mustangs in the opening series. Going to be about 4th and 2. Mustangs going to bring on the punt team. So good defensive stand there early on by the Heritage Academy Patriots.
Yeah, we came out and got the positive that we wanted on first down. Got ourselves 2nd and 5, but 2 unsuccessful runs there. Put us in punting formation.
Sanford kicks it end over end, got some good distance. Looks like he calls a fair catch at the 29, and that's going to be where the Patriots will take over. Fair catch there by Trey Naur. And Patriots are going to be led out onto the field by number 16, I believe, is going to be. Let's see if we can get our camera straight. Ketchum does take the snap. Stevenson to his right. Mustangs give it to Stevenson. He's got running room up across the 50, and he's still on his feet into Mustang territory. Makes a move, and Hayes Bennett is going to be there to bring him down. There's going to be a flag there. I'm not sure if that was a face mask or a block in the back. not the start you wanted for the Mustang.
No, so I know there was a face mask. I don't know if that's what they called.
Looks like the Patriots are pointing at the Mustangs.
Looked like I saw one right there where the flag was thrown. That attack on either 5 or 15 more if that is the case, and it looks like it is the case. It's going to be the 15-yard variety.
So Stevenson found a hole there, and he is a load to bring down when he gets in the open field.
Absolutely.
So ball will be moved up after the penalty to the 17-yard line of the Mustangs. Patriots in the red zone early. Another give to Stevenson. Another big hole across the right side. He drags Mustang defender inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Going to be second down and maybe 2, Hank. Patriots going fast, and Stevenson gets not much there. Going to get down to a 3. Going to be enough for a first down. You hear the coaches next door, Hank, saying snap it, snap it. That's one of the things the Patriots did last couple weeks ago was go fast in the second half.
That no huddle hurry up was impressive.
Catch him back to pass, throws it to the corner. John Heston Powers there in good coverage for the Mustangs, intended for number 23, Trey Nauer. So
that is not the play I was expecting. I bet we can guess what this one's going to be.
Yeah, I think number 7 is going to get an opportunity here inside the 5-yard line with goal to go.
See the league's most seasoned ball boy, Ed Lott, over there ran the ball in for the Patriots. And there's
give us 2-7. He's knocked off his feet there by maybe number 6, Dane Sanford. Number 48, Penn Camp, in on the tackle as well. So good penetration up front by the Mustang defense. Going to bring up a third down, Hank.
That's the first time we've had someone just be in the gap when he hit the line of scrimmage. And good job of stopping him, and then the team pursuit coming in and getting him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Ketchum rolls to his right, throws it to 21, and he's met there and brought down by Hayes Bennett. Good tackle there, and receiver was Luke Fisher, but he's going to be short of the goal line, so going to be an early decision for the Patriots. Looks like they're bringing in some heavyweights.
Yes, I would say that is a good description. Number 99, who is that? He's a big boy. Hopefully he's
Radarian Leach.
I'm afraid he's going to be in there at fullback. It looks like he's lining up at fullback. Or, no, he's going to be on the line.
Yeah, they're going to kick this ball, or at least appear to be. Number 21, Luke Fisher. So
well, let's see if we can get a miss or just 3. That would certainly be.
Either way, it's a victory for the Mustangs early on. Kick is up, is high enough, and it is no good. Wow.
It looked like he pushed it a little bit
maybe
to the right.
I agree. Yeah. So Mustangs staring down an early touchdown deficit and dodge a big bullet there.
Wow, wow, wow is all I can say. You feel like you stole one there after the way it started on that drive. But for the Mustangs, they'll have a long way to go, but the scoreboard will continue to have goose eggs on it for both teams, and that certainly didn't look to be the case just 1 or 2 plays ago.
No, Patriots were doing what they wanted to do on offense and then put the ball in the air, and then Mustang defense kind of bowed up, and ball's going to be placed at the 20.
Yeah, I'll tell you, okay, so that's another rule I don't know. I think that may actually be the rule in college, too.
So if you kick it inside the 20, you move it out to the 20?
I think that's the case. But
well, that's a benefit.
In any case, great defensive stand there by the Mustangs. Once we had 1st and goal, they did a nice job playing defense down there.
Mustangs take over on offense, give it to Dane Sanford across the left side. He's dragging some Patriot runners across the 25, so good start there. Another good first down pickup, Hank.
Yeah, that was just straight up the gut, 5-yard gain.
Aiden Westmoreland on the tackle for the Patriots.
There was no penetration there by the defense, but Dane did a good job resisting the initial contact and getting 3 or 4 yards after the initial contact. So 2nd and 5, Mustangs being trips right here.
That's right. Brock Jacobson, Hayes Bennett, John Heston Powers make up the wide receiver formation. Low snap. Lamb has got Sanford John Heston Powers, and he threw it right to number 21, but John Heston did a good job of cutting in front of him, and he was open early. Drew kind of hesitated, it looked like to me. Maybe that wasn't his first read, but.
Yeah, John Heston just sort of posted up there on a curl route, and he was open for a second, but that ball was thrown away from John Heston. He had to turn into a defender, and we were fortunate that one got on the ground as quick as it did because it looked like it might be tipped up in the air, and I think that would have been trouble.
Another third down here, possession play for the Mustangs. They were unsuccessful on their first drive. See if we can't convert here. Ball placed at the 25, their own 25. Oh, my goodness, and the Mustangs try some trickeration there, kind of give it to Dane, and then he and Hayes kind of run a little option play. Luckily, it was not recovered by the Patriots, a gain of 1, but that will bring on another punt for the Mustangs. That was a couple of dangerous plays there, Hank.
No, it was. I like the play. I like the idea. I'm one that thinks we're going to have to mix it up a little bit and try some things that worked against us with Silliman, but we just didn't execute there. I think if we make a clean exchange there, Hayes has got an opportunity to get the first down, but fumbled the pitch.
Sanford's second punt of the night. Good looking punt,
wow.
Hank. Pretty spiral punt. 23 is going to be pushed back to his 25. Going to be down there by Brock Makemson inside the 30 at about the 28.
So here's a question. I'm keeping up with rushes for Dane because that's a record he's near, and I don't know if that was a rush or not. He was originally the rusher, but then he pitched it. So
yeah, he was the last
I think
player to possess it.
Yeah. So we'll give him a rush.
I've talked to Mr. Donahoe today. He is at home with his new addition to his family.
His large family.
He is listening. So if any corrections, he will be there to make them.
He knows a few of the rules, but he might be busy having baby duty right now.
Well, he said he'd be up all night, so maybe he's not catching a nap. So Patriots snapped the ball. Ketchum was not ready, and neither was number 23. That was near disaster for the Patriots, Hank. They snapped it. Ketchum was looking to his left or right trying to find the play, and the center snapped the ball. Luckily, he snapped it in a good spot.
Yeah, they were all out of kilter there, and 23 was open for a split second, but the ball was thrown behind him. I think he was trying to – I'm not sure what – he was ready to throw the ball, and he just kind of fired it in the gap there and brings up 2nd and 10.
Stevenson to his right. He's got a big hole, well blocked on the left side, and Stevenson
is coming back. It's coming back.
There's a flag down. Hank says it's coming back. There is a flag down, and Stevenson looked back, didn't see Hayes Bennett chasing him, but he gets into the end zone. But Ketchum is standing there frustrated, and that is coming back.
Yeah, that was a pretty obvious when he was tackled by the wideout. Our cornerback was. He tried to move back inside and literally was taken down to the ground, and that one was straightforward.
I tell you what. Stevenson was impressive with his speed there, Hank.
No, he's not just big, but he's fast.
He's going to be tired after that, so he's going to come off for at least a play. So that's going to back up the Patriots and going to run another second down play. They are, other than the hold, they're blocking that kind of counter play pretty well. He's kind of seeing the cutback lanes, and they're opening it up for him.
To be honest with you, our defender out here, excuse me 1 second. Yeah, Tate was he was out of position, and when he tried to get back into position, he was just tackled. So it wasn't really a hold that was necessary.
Ketchum getting rushed by Camp. Going to throw it to great throw and catch, tackle by Tate Dubar, but a first down is gained. That was had some pressure on him, and he made a good move to his right.
Good teams make plays, and they just made a play.
That's exactly right.
Fortunate that we were able to get the tackle there. I think John Heston was defending on there. Got a flag out on the field as well. Not sure.
Flag's over by the Mustang sideline. Maybe a sideline warning. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. But
yeah, they're pushing.
Who came over and made that tackle?
On the receiver?
Tate? I think it was Tate,
Dubar.
yeah, because if he didn't, then that was going to be a huge gain, if not a touchdown.
It is just a sideline warning on the Mustang. So Mustangs dodge a bullet with the penalty, but Patriots come back with a first down play to get the chains back on their end. 1st and 10. Catch them with Luke Fisher to his right. Stevenson still out. Moves Fisher to his left. 4 wide receivers in the formation. Throws it out to number 1. Makes a good catch on a high ball. Brock Jacobson there to bring him down. Number 1 is Lane Goodman. It's a good ball thrown by Ketchum.
Oh, yeah. Nice throw. Ketchum didn't play. He's a good basketball player, good baseball player, but he wasn't playing football because of Mac Howard. Well, I say that. He just wasn't playing football, but when Mac left, he stepped right in, and Patriots once again have a very solid quarterback.
Absolutely. Going to go trips to the near side, 1 receiver to the far. Stevenson back in the game. Ketchum back, throws it out to number 1 again. That is Lane Goodman, and he's going to be missed there by Trey Schmitz and tackled again by Tate Dubard.
Yeah, so the success there is that ball gets out very quickly to Goodman, and he has space to make a play, and he does. He missed the first tackle opportunity and aren't able to get him on the ground until after the first down.
Patriots again move into Mustang territory at the 42. 4:41 to go first quarter, no score. Timeout, Mustangs. So Mustangs bending, not breaking yet, Hank, but this is going to have to make some adjustments. This can't this momentum can't stay like this. It won't be.
But you know, the big play on here was the conversion on the crossing route with a lot of pressure. Just a good throw and catch there that was made.
Well, we got a timeout, Hank. Mr. Banu reminds me that we got some playoff sponsors again. We'll go through those, but again, the MAIS makes you pay for some live streaming during the playoffs, and we have plenty of Booster Club sponsors that stepped up and helped out with that. So hopefully we get to continue that process, but I got a list here that we'll go through as time allows, but we certainly appreciate all the support from the local businesses in and around Greenwood. So, think that's just a gut check timeout, Tank? Just say, look, we got to make a play, or they see something that maybe an adjustment they need to make?
I'm not sure. But if it's a gut check timeout, it's not a bad one. Try to keep the momentum from slipping too hard one way. See that a lot in basketball.
Ketchum rolls to his right, going to be wrapped up there by Andrew Brock, finally brought down by Dane Sanford and Penn Camp.
They're really loving these quick outs in the flats. They're just trying to give their receiver some space. And number 1, Goodman, he's not a huge guy, but he moves quickly. Lane Goodman, he's a senior.
2nd and 7, 4:13 to go first quarter. Trips again to the right to the short side. Throws it up. Tate Dubard giving chase to number 4, and he is going to bring that down. He does. Look like it may have hit the ground, but right in front of the referee, number 4 is Xavier Weber. That was just a one-on-one challenge play and a well-thrown ball there by Ketchum.
Yeah, he had our defender beat pretty badly. About 2 yards there. Yep, can't see if he caught it or not because of the window, but anyhow, doesn't make any difference if he did or not. It's called a catch, and pretty much in real time, it looked like it was one.
Stevenson takes the give and is going to be tackled there by 57, I believe, Hayden Pilla. Good job by Hayden out of his defensive line position. So Mustangs doing a good job as the Patriots get deep into their territory, not making it easy for them, at least so far.
Certainly have been better at defending Stevenson on the goal line than we have been out in the open part of the field. But it's been the same handoff. It's just I guess we thought we knew it was coming.
Ketchum's going to keep. He's got a lot of blockers, and he's going to be, if he stayed in bounds, it's going to be a touchdown, and it is. They just overloaded that one side, Hank, and just too many men too many blockers on that side, and Ketchum carries it in.
More red hats than yellow hats on that side of the field. You can see it there, and I can't see it because of the window, but he definitely got to the goal line. He took the pylon out. I just don't know if he ever stepped out, but I don't think he was that close, and it will be a touchdown.
So Patriots take an early 6-0 lead. 21 Luke Fisher on to attempt the PAT. He missed the field goal earlier, so. That looks better.
Yeah.
And it is good. So 7-0. The big play early, Hank, by the Patriots is putting the Mustangs in some tough situations.
Yeah, so, I mean, look, I think you got to expect that this offense is going to score some points. We've just failed to make a first down yet, and that's where you can get in trouble in this game. Is we talked about on the way here.
I was going to say
your best defense is going to keep that offense off the field, and you do that by sustaining drives and eating up clock.
Right.
And
Two, 3 and outs isn't going to get it.
No, it's not. I think we've got a total of about maybe 16 yards of offense, and that won't cut it.
No, the more opportunities you give an offense like this, who's high-powered and with many options, many playmakers, not going to bode well for the Mustangs. But they're just down 7. Receiving the kickoff, Charlie Robbins and Hayes Bennett. Deep to receive, Fisher's kick. 3:09, not zero wind to speak of out here. It's another pleasant night, as Hank mentioned. John Heston, Powers, maybe Drake Alderman, Andrew Brock Jacobson on the center line. Kick is deep, going to go to Charlie Robbins. He's going to receive it about the 15. Takes it to his left, cuts it back up to the center. He's got some running room, gets across the 40, stays on his feet to the 45. Good run there by Charlie. Gets the Mustangs their best field position of the night, Hank.
Yeah, absolutely. Did a good job picking his way through, finding some daylight. And the Mustangs will start off with the best field position of the night. I'd like to welcome our North Texas fan crowd. Stephanie Ward, thank you. Appreciate your comments. I'm not sure what that means. Commentators are usually pretty sure. Maybe, I don't know. Hartley doesn't know either.
What do we not know?
Please clarify.
Mustangs go 2 tight ends, 1 back is Dane Sanford. Cuts back inside, going to be tackled there for about 2-yard gain. Just not letting them get going early on, Hank.
No, we're going to have to try to figure out a way to open that up somehow, because he's not getting much of a hole.
J.C. Gerard and Jack Kirk in at the, at least in that play, were lined up on the tight end spots.
Yep. Patriots are particularly big and athletic right in the center.
Lamb back to pass, looks for Sanford, throws it kind of a bullet behind him. Difficult catch there to make.
Yeah, that one's not easy. Too fast and too far behind him. There was a little running room there. Probably wasn't going to be a huge gainer, but probably would have gone for positive yardage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs, still in search of their first down of the night on their 3rd possession. Defense has somewhat limited the damage so far. Mustangs trailing 7-0, despite a lot more productivity from the Patriots.
Lamb back to pass again, 3rd down and 8. Got plenty of time, throws it underneath to John Heston, and he is smacked there, and the ball comes loose. He was open and had a chance to bring that in, but a good defensive play there by Noah Madden.
That's just one of those where you know, the receiver played it perfectly. He hits it, John Heston, just after the ball is in his hands and knocks it loose. Mustangs are going to be in punting formation.
Drew Lamb had plenty of time there. A lot of good blocking up front by the offensive line, and just delivered a good ball. But again, just a defensive play there for the Patriots. Negates a 1st down catch. 4th down and 8. Sanford on for his 3rd punt of the night. Another good-looking kick, going to be taken down inside the 15, and another Mustang bounce gets it inside the 10 to about the 7. Here the Patriot coaches upset at that. They wanted that ball to be caught a little, or at least down ahead of that bounce. So Mustangs get a good punt out of Sanford. They're going to pin the Patriots deep. Good opportunity for a defensive stand to keep the field position in your favor. .202 to go in the first. Patriots lead 7-0. Hank, I'll tell you what happens.
Exactly. That is the dead corner.
I hope they stay down here. Catch him with Stevenson on his left. Hartley says to get out of his way.
Hartley just said, get your head out of the way.
Give his to Stevenson. He's got running room off the right. Gets out of his own end zone's shadow out to about the 20. Going to be first down yardage. He's running a little more impressively than he did at Pillow, Hank, so far.
And it's interesting. Other than on the goal line, he's had a big hole on these plays where they're just in the open part of the field. But down the goal line, we've been able to stop him. But most of his runs have been like that one.
He's just running through people and running away from them now. Going to be tackled by Hayes Bennett and Brock Jacobson at the 40. Another first down is gained of that's going to be about a 20-yard rush there. So he'll
either come out or will not get the ball. He's shaking his hand there. I think he'll be okay, but probably don't want him touching the ball this play.
Patriots going with some more tempo here. Fisher comes in to play running back, gets the carry, and not much there. Maybe falls forward for about a yard. Wells Wilson, who's on the bottom of that pile, 48 pin camp.
Well, the Mustangs are not really built to come back from a large deficit the way our offense works. So definitely need to have the defense try to take back some of this momentum, either with a turnover or
catching back to pass, gets it out quick, and had a man with a cushion there and just threw it a little too far out front, intended for Trey Nahr.
That ball had a lot on it and was too much of a lead, but otherwise I think if it's a good throw, it's another big gain.
Stevenson stays out on this play, 3rd down and 9. Big play here for the Mustang defense. Ketchum rolls to his right, throws it, and just good execution there. I can't say that much. That's about it.
Runs 2 yards past the sticks and cuts it out. Ball's right there when he turns, and good throw and catch. First down, Patriots.
That's a tough ask for a DB to cover when the quarterback can do that, but going to have to press him up a little bit and just make him kind of go over the top. Fisher there, going to be tackled by J.C. Girard and Tate Gailey. Maybe a gain of about 3. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7. 34 seconds to go.
Stevenson is coming back in. So his hand issue seems to be resolved.
Going to see if the Patriots elect to run another play here. They are lining up as such. 20 seconds to go on the play clock, so they don't have to. Ketchum gives it to Stevenson, and is that
very nice tackle by
Chamberlain McLean.
Chamberlain McLean, number 33. He shot through there and puts the big man on the ground quickly. Had a little help from another Mustang there at the end of the tackle, but good play by Chamberlain McLean to end the first quarter. Patriots lead the Mustangs 7-0.
It'll be 3rd and 11 when we come back after the break. Hartley, if you can see the cheering section from the Mustang dads over there, get a good shot of them, but I don't see them set up. But if we can get it, we'll show you what I think most of the senior dads have done tonight. So we'll be right back.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect. Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank, together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early...
We are back. Beginning of the second quarter. Teams will switch sides. And another big play for the Mustang defense, Hank. A 3rd down 11, ball placed right at the 50-yard line for the Patriots. Trips to the near side. Catch them back to pass. Looks like they're setting up a screen, and they do it to perfection. Number 5, he slips down.
Yeah, sure does. Boy, he just slips inside that other receiver, basically a pick play, and Mustangs defended it better there. It's a good play call and good execution. Fortunate that number 5 slips, but we had a chance to bottle that one up before, but it probably would have been 4th and shorter than it is now.
Right. Coach Pogue elects to punt. Some of these coaches over here were asking him to go for it, but he's going to trust his defense, and I would too, the way they're playing right now.
The Groover, excuse me, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, Fisher punts from his own 40. And whistles go. I don't know, maybe a timeout by the Patriots, so maybe they're going to talk about it. Groover says who?
I was going to say the Groover football and weather report.
Oh, okay.
Sutton is not playing tonight because they're waiting for the first round of the playoffs, and it's snowing, so they tuned in. The Ward family tuned in from Groover. Well, it's really for Hartley's benefit, so he can hear what's going on with Sutton and the weather in Groover.
Well, I guess it's lucky they're not playing. It'd be miserable playing in the snow. But good luck to Groover High. What's their mascot? Do you know? We need confirmation on the mascot.
We'll see if they're still listening. I bet it's going to show up on the text.
Weather report.
Trivia question.
Trivia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll have to get our Google machines out. So they're going to still Coach Pogue is probably not going to be excited about wasting the time out on a punt, but they're still going to come out in a punt formation.
Better make sure it's a punt.
That's right. Hayes.
Let's see. Do we have anybody back to receive?
Yes, we have Hayes Bennett at his own 15, backing up towards his 10. Snap is good. Fisher gets a kickoff. Hayes is going to let it bounce, and it's going to hopefully go into the end zone. It does. Woo. Close.
It was being chased down, but it does make its way into the end zone. The Mustangs will have it on the 20.
Update from Capaya, the number 2 seed, I believe. They are leading Leak Academy 26-0 after the first quarter, according to Mr. Donahoe.
Wow. So the
winner of this game is going to, if the Mustangs win, they'll travel to Oak Forest or Magnolia Heights. If the Patriots win, they'll be hosting one of those teams. So hopefully the Mustangs will be back on the road next week, but we're going to have to do something about that on offense right here. Going 2 backs in the backfield, Dane Sanford and Hayes Bennett. Give is to Bennett, trying to get around the right side. Gets tackled up there by number 3, Aiden Westmoreland. Just kind of slow getting around that edge. Hayes not able to outrun him to the corner. But gain of about 2. J.C. Gerard and Jack Kirk come in. They've been running most of those with 2 tight end sets, Hank, trying to put a lot of guys on the line.
J.C. will be
he's on the
left
near side,
yeah,
kind of in his traditional H-back position. Give is to Sanford, tries to get around the right side, and is going to lower his head right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe dropped maybe got for maybe 1 or 2 yards. So another 3rd down. Mustangs going to have to find a way to convert on these 3rd downs. They came close last time, but a ball was knocked out of John Heston's hands by the defender.
Our 4th possession, is it not?
It is. We are 0 for 3.
0 for 3 on 3rd down, and no first down
still looking,
yet.
That's right. Still looking for our first down. 2 wide receivers in the formation.
Have to get something going here on the offensive side of the ball.
Lamb takes the snap, keeps it. He's got some running room, and he stays on his feet and is going to have the first down, Hank.
I like it. Good play call.
Yeah, I don't think they
it's not who they were keying
I don't
on.
think I would have. I thought Drew might have thrown it, but didn't think he was going to run it. So good job by play callers there for the Mustang coach and staff. First
nice
first
big
down.
hole, too.
That's right.
Be
Ball.
the first down of the night for the Mustangs.
Ball placed at the Mustang 32.
So you said the Capaya score was what now?
26-0, Capaya after 1.
And that's Leak?
That's correct.
Okay.
Trips to the near side. Give is to Sanford. around the trips, and he stays on his feet and falls forward near the 40-yard line, delivers some punishment as he is prone to do. Tackle there by number 3, Westmoreland, eventually. Good first down yardage there, the best first down gain of the night, second down and about 3.
And I think that's Dane's longest run of the night.
I would not argue with that.
By my unofficial tally, that's his 7th carry of the evening.
Mustangs stay in the trips to the near side, short side. Jacobson in the middle. Whistle blows, going to be a timeout Mustangs. Coach Crowder saw something he didn't like, so we're going to talk about it. Second timeout of the half for the Mustangs. They got one left, and we have 8:47 to go, second quarter. Let's see, I got some directions from Miss Jane Hart. Pilla is going to have their annual Veterans Day program this Friday, November 11th at 8:30 in the Craig. Mr. Russell Robertson, guy you know, is the keynote speaker. When Russell was head of school, he started the assembly to honor our veterans. So this is the first year since COVID that we've had this program with guests. Student council officers Drew Lamb, Larkin Camp, and Sarah Francis O'Brien will be directing the program. All veterans and their families are invited to attend. And so always a good program to have on campus, and glad to get that back. That's always a special program. I think Mr. Banu will probably live stream that event, but we'll see.
He shakes his head yes. He says, I live stream everything.
Lamb takes a snap.
Blitz,
give it to Sanford. Sanford's got running room near the 50, going to be tackled maybe just short at the 49, and that's where they place it.
Yeah, that's a great play call for the blitz that the Patriots had on. The linebacker walks up, comes crashing in. Dane breaks around the edge, and the linebacker that's supposed to be there is not. Big gain for the Mustangs, second first down of the night.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. On a roll.
Mustangs 1 yard away from getting into Patriot territory and flipping this field position. So kind of getting their legs under them now. Hank gets some momentum on the offense. Going to send the trips to the far side, stay in the same formation. Charlie Robbins in at running back. Give is to Charlie off the right side. Westmoreland giving chase, and he's not going to let Charlie in. They're going to throw a flag there. I don't know. Coaches are upset on the right side of us. That's going to probably be a face mask.
I'm pretty sure it is, because where he threw it, there was no Mustang blocker around. I think that has to be a face mask.
And that's going to be a huge break for the Mustangs, because that was a 3-yard loss at best.
Oh, now they're clapping.
Who's clapping? The Patriots?
Yeah, I don't.
It is a hold. That seems to be impossible.
Well, yeah.
Given how
we were holding where we didn't need to. Yeah,
we didn't hold very well.
Well, very strange. And even the Heritage coaches next door seemed to be upset that it was going to be a penalty on the Patriots.
So that'll back up, kind of stop some momentum there for the Mustangs. Going to make it first down and at least 20.
You kind of wish you could get less of a penalty when it didn't work.
Coach Poe would have declined that. It would have been 2nd and 13, but he takes the penalty. Dane Sanford tiptoeing on the right side, looking for some running room, gets up to the 40. Maybe a gain of about 3, but that's going to bring up a long second down play here.
Yeah, I think part of that was the field position he's trying to play here. It's a huge, huge loss. It's about a 5-yard loss and then a big penalty on top of it.
Yeah, I just don't see. Obviously, didn't see the hold. Obviously, can't see who the number was, but it was blown up pretty quick by the Patriot defense. So.
Well, the flag just came in once he was
after
pretty
he was
much
tackled.
On the,
that's right.
Pretty much almost on the ground. So, second in a good ways.
Lamb throws it deep down the middle. Good job of pulling it out of the air by Brock Jacobson. And Mustangs need to see more of that tonight. Brock and Drew have been unable to connect a whole lot of the year, but Brock did a really good job.
That's what we like to see, and I just want to say, when you see it, you want to mention it. 21, Luke Fisher, I believe is his name, helps up Brock after making the tackle on him. It's good to see
good
that
sportsmanship.
Those are the kind of folks that are going to the Air Force Academy.
That's right. So Mustangs get to a 3rd and manageable now, about 5 yards, call it 4. give to Sanford. He's got running room across the left side, trying to get around the edge, and he does. He gets across the 40 and to the 35, well enough for the first down. Good job by Dane, kind of individual effort there. Broke one tackle in the backfield and got around the corner. And Mustangs convert and overcome the penalty, Hank, and get a first down.
We had, what was it, first and 23?
25.
25. So big hole the Mustangs dig out of, and we'll have first down from the Patriot 36-yard line. 6 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter, trailing Heritage 7-0.
Robbins in for Sanford. Fake to Robbins, give to Lamb, and he's got running room across the 30, down inside there to about the 29. So another good decision by Drew.
Very nice. Yeah, he chooses to keep it rather than hand off, and that was the right decision. Ends up being a 6-yard gain. And it brings second and 4 just inside the Patriot 30-yard line.
Sanford comes back in after one play off. Good. I like the play call so far. They're calling a pretty good game, mixing things up, keeping the Patriots off balance, I should say. Give is to Sanford. No, Drew's going to keep it again, and not much there. Slings him down, but the ball, I believe Drew is slow to get up.
I would not have gotten up.
He is favoring his right leg there.
Yeah, he was thrown to the ground pretty hard.
Drew's going to try to tough it out, stay in the game.
We got another guy that can run quarterback too. It'll be interesting to see if we run to that.
Well, you got one timeout if you need to kind of regroup. 5 minutes to go. I don't think Drew's going to keep this one.
I would be surprised. Unfortunately, I think everybody has an idea of what's likely coming. And
high snap, give is to Sanford. Good blocking on the right side, but good job there by the defense.
It's going to be close.
Patriots.
I think we're going to be about a yard short, maybe a little more than a yard, but everybody pretty much knew what that one was going to be. It's less than a yard.
Less than 1 yard.
Got to be 4-down territory for the Mustangs. And I'll just say this is a big one. Be really, really important to get this one.
You know, Drew is not opposed to going under center here, and the Mustangs are going to call their timeout.
I like that. Your quarterback's
banged
gives
up.
a little more time to work that out. Gives me a time to announce an unofficial record.
Unofficial record.
Unofficial record. Unofficially, I believe that Mr. Sanford is now leads the Mustangs in the most rushes in a season. He came into the night behind Mr. David Lowe from class of 77, or I guess it wouldn't be class of 77 football season. Mr. Lowe had 215 rushes. Dane had 205 this season, and I believe Dane has had 11 carries tonight, which will make him first in that category.
More records to fall, we hope, coming later tonight, Hank, don't we? Now, he may have gotten the 16 yards he needs, but depending on what the halftime stats say.
Yes. Let's see. I'll have to find that one.
Mustangs come up to the line in shotgun formation. One back to Drew's right is Dane. 4th and 1. We'll see if they hard count him here. They don't. They give it to Sanford, and he gets just enough, Hank. Oh, and he did. I think they're going to call it down.
Yeah, I heard the whistle.
He kind of ducked his head and slipped through a little crease there and gets to the 25. So big conversion there on 4th down for the Mustangs, and they keep this drive alive, Hank, get it into deeper into Patriot territory and get a new set of downs.
Well, the first down was elusive, but I believe that's number 4 on this drive.
Some more unofficial stats, but I agree with you.
It's several in a row. Nice piece of running there, too, by Dane, because he had to get down low and kind of scoot forward to get that first down.
Give is to Hayes Bennett, and he's runs into a wall of humanity there. Not the place for Hayes.
That didn't. There wasn't much daylight there. I just saw a big bunch of blue right up the middle.
They're giving him a 1 yard gain. Dane stays on the sidelines. 2nd down and 9 to go. Clock running at under, well, coming up on 3 minutes to go. Mustangs doing what we needed to do, keeping their Patriot offense off the field. So
you're not kidding.
Play clock running down. Drew gets the snap. Throws it out in the flats to Hayes. If he can make a man miss, he's got some running room. Gets to the 20, near the 15, to the 17. And that's going to be very close to another first down, maybe a yard or two short. Good job by Hayes of catching it and then avoiding the first tackler.
Yeah, he did a great job of both catching it and avoiding the tackler because ball was a little behind him. He felt the defender coming up, made a move, and gets the Mustangs in a more manageable situation. 3rd down and what is that? 3rd down.
3rd down and 2. Yeah, Mustangs are going to need to go pick up the pace a little bit. Going to be a 10 spot on the play clock. They get set. One back. Give is to Dane, and he doesn't have anywhere to go. Tackled there by 21 and 73. 21 is Luke Fisher, 73 is Charles Woodard. So another first down, but it's a little further than the last one. It's going to be about a 5-yard.
We could kick a field goal. I don't know if we'll elect to do so, but 37 yards is definitely within.
Yeah, that's right at his range, or what he's made. I think his long this year is 36, so he definitely got the leg. I don't know that Coach Crowder thinks 3 is going to get him where he needs to go tonight, so they're going to stay on the offensive attack.
So we'll keep Harvey on the sidelines and go for it on 4th down.
Lamb takes it, going to throw it deep to John Heston. He's got some space, and he's going to get pushed there, and they're going to throw the flag.
Nice play there. You're hoping for a catch or a defensive pass interference, and you got it. 4 pushed him well.
Yeah, it was pretty clear with both hands, just kind of pushed him to create some separation, and the Mustangs are going to get another first down, Hank, and they're probably looking to run this clock out as they score.
That would
not
be nice.
Not to give the Patriots the ball back. So it's going to be placed right at the 10, and going to be 1st and goal from the 10. So we'll see if the Mustangs can cash in on this really impressive drive. Going to go trip to the near side. One back is Dane Sanford. Drew Lamb takes the snap, drops the pass, throws it back, and I don't know who he's throwing it to. Well, he's throwing it to Jay Stevenson, and he's trying to, and he's going to go back all the way. Pick 6, just a killer, absolute killer. I just don't know what he saw there. Maybe he may have overthrown John Heston, who was in there on the slant. Maybe kind of overthrew him. But just one of those mistakes, Hank, we can't afford to have.
The 102-yard pick 6. Referees are discussing something. Is there?
Maybe there's a flag right here at the 45. Talk about a deflating play. Mustangs trying to punch it in and tie it up. At worst, you kick a field goal. Sideline warning for the Patriots. So touchdown is good. Stays on the board, 13-0. Fisher on to kick the PAT. Minute 9 to go in the 2nd quarter. Fisher on to kick the PAT.
Jonathan, I think Drew is, I'm looking at him over on the sidelines there. Looked like his legs hurting him, and he had heavy pressure on him there. And I don't know if he didn't see him or thought he was going to throw it away. It just was a high floater.
I think he saw John Heston. John Heston kind of came underneath from those trips, and looking at the replay here on our iPad, it looked like that's who was open. So that's who he was trying to get to, and maybe his
it just floated
momentum
on him,
was. Yeah, they were pushing it back, not able to get anything on it and drive that ball down, and it just floated on him. And Stevenson was there, and credit Stevenson for getting out of the end zone and doing what he does. Then he becomes the running back that he is. So, and it's once he got some daylight, hard man to catch. So, again, just a kind of a gut punch there for the Mustangs. They'll get the ball here to try to do something right before half. Patriots will get the ball to start the second half. And that kind of brought this crowd to life. They were kind of on their, in their seats, kind of quiet as the Mustangs were driving. Put a really good drive together. Multiple first downs, maybe 5 or 6, and multiple two fourth down conversions. A penalty gets you inside the 10-yard line at first down and goal. And it's the last thing that could happen.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted. Still a ball game. We've shown we can move the ball. Just got to limit mistakes, and that's the first big one we've made tonight.
Kick is short, going to be here taken by John Heston at the 30, trying to get upfield, and he's got some running room, and he gets to the 45, so maybe 47. So Mustangs have 1 timeout and 1:04 to go to try to get that touchdown back. Let's see what they're made of here, Hank.
I like the matchup we have with our 22,
John
Heston on number 4, Xavier Weber. He's a 9th grader. I'm sure he's a great athlete, but he's just big-time size mismatch.
Whistle's blown. Going to be a timeout taken by the Patriots. Their second timeout.
And that was Dane was in at quarterback there. And I think that's probably why Heritage took a timeout. I think Drew's on the sidelines getting a little tape on his leg.
He's coming out to the huddle. Drew kind of got banged up, keeping the ball on an option play. Kind of got slung back, and maybe his right leg was kind of underneath and got hung up, and stayed in the ball game. And we'll see what he does here after this timeout.
He had a lot of pressure.
Drew's back out there on the field. Ball at the 47, Mustang of their own 47. 1:04 to go. 1 timeout, as I said. Lamb takes the snap, got plenty of time. Now he does not have any time. That close going to quickly, Hank.
We're going to have a penalty on someone. I'm not sure.
Penalties in the backfield. Looks like maybe they're grabbing the face mask.
Looks like face mask, maybe. Well, one is saying he thought it was the jersey. The other's saying thought it was a face mask. Looks like the face mask man's going to prevail.
They are moving it
personal foul
the Mustangs' way, so that's going to be. I didn't see that, but we'll take it.
Crowd doesn't agree with that.
So, via the penalty, the ball will be moved into Patriot territory at the 38-yard line, 56.
That is a
these coaches are saying that penalty should be from the spot, not the previous line of scrimmage. The previous, the spot of the foul would have been a few yards deep. Who am I to argue with the Patriot coaches?
Now we got a math problem here.
May have to check the tape, Banu. Either way, it's 15 yards. It's just a matter of where they start.
I would say he was sacked along the 38-yard line, wouldn't you?
The 38.
And they would agree.
Wow.
But they're going to say the 37 because they got it on the 48.
Yeah, hard to argue with that if that is the rule. So either way, Mustangs get another first down. The chain gang is going to have to retreat back to the 48, still in Patriot territory. Chains are set now. Lamb takes the shotgun snap. Looking for a hold, and they're going to get another sack. Offensive line's just not holding up right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. No respect there for the run.
73, Charles Woodard on the sack. 35 seconds to go. Mustangs hurrying to the line.
3-man front.
Sanford back in, throws it deep to John Heston, trying to close in, and he is, luckily that wasn't intercepted there. Did a good job of playing defense. Xavier Weber there on the coverage, along with Noah Maiden.
Yeah, that ball was thrown more to the inside of the field than the one that was called in the end zone there.
Right.
So really no chance to get much of the.
Yeah, that kind of gives the defender the advantage there.
Can't get a call on him because he's playing the ball to the inside.
21 seconds to go, ball at midfield. Going to be 3rd down and 11 to go. Drew retreating again, going to throw it away into the Patriots sidelines. Got out of the pocket and threw it to the line of scrimmage, so no intentional grounding, but it will be 4th down. Mustangs will have to punt.
Yeah, and that's just a 3-man rush, just coming hard, and Mustang offensive line's got to do a better job than that, because that's just you got 8 pass defenders and 3 guys rushing, and we're not getting an opportunity to go through our progression.
And with that many guys in the defensive backfield,
yeah,
you got to have time.
I mean, a lot of times you say it was a coverage sack or coverage pressure, but the pressure was coming immediately.
Sanford looking to punt from about his 40. Another good-looking punt. Ball's going to be down to about the 15. We'll see what the Patriots do with 4 seconds to go. Probably just go into victory, not victory, but just down it. It's not victory yet.
Yeah, jinx them.
I'm sorry.
Please jinx them. We could lock the door here and
that's right.
Keep the coaches in there.
I think they.
Tony says he's going to do it.
I think
they don't want to mess with Tony.
I think they would get through that door pretty quick. Coach Pogue has his headset off, so it looks like they are going to take a knee. Got a man deep. So this will be the end of the first half, Hank. A promising drive turns into disaster for the Mustangs, where
sure feels like it ought to be a
should be a tie ball game moving into this
ball game.
That's right, but unfortunately for us, it's not, and it's going to be a 14-0 deficit that the Mustangs are going to take into the locker room. Patriots going to get the ball back, and you really kind of got to, talk to those 18 seniors at halftime, Hank, and say, this is you don't want it to be it, guys. So let's see what we can do, see what we can make happen, and come out in the second half and give it all you got.
Absolutely. I'm sure that's the message, and I'm sure the Mustangs will come out and give all they have. Just got to get over the deflation of the play that is the difference in the ball game.
Absolutely. We'll be back looks like we will have some performances by the Mustang Dance and Cheer. Mr. Banu, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for the Blue Academy, varsity dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, the Blue Academy varsity cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for the Blue Academy varsity cheerleaders.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi, so into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank, together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
All right. We are back. A minute or two away from second half action. Hank, you got some first half stats?
I do. In first downs, Heritage 9, Pillow 6. Total yards, Heritage 189, Pillow 86. Heritage has 79 yards passing on 8 completions out of 11 attempts. Mustangs have 27 yards passing, 3 of 9. Total rushing 110 yards for Heritage and 59 yards for the Mustangs. In penalties, Mustangs are on top there. Just 1 penalty for 10 yards, whereas Heritage has had 3 for 35 yards.
Go
Heritage
ahead.
headmaster, probably not going to do a pillow radio interview at this time, are you? Go in there. Have a good one.
While Hank is
Sean's a tall guy.
While Hank is trying to get in the opponent's heads.
Yes.
Playing mind games, doing everything we can here.
One turnover.
Our playoff, one turnover for
that was
both
the last
teams.
stat.
Okay.
No, just one. For
one turnover
Pillow.
was. It was kind of a big one.
Just a slightly large event in the game.
Before we move on, Hank, let me recognize these playoff live stream sponsors: Webster's, Bank Plus, Farm Bureau, Hart Kittle State Farm, Heartland Catfish, Planters Bank, Lambs Photography, Marty's Towing, and Guarantee Bank. Again, we appreciate these guys along with all the other ones who helped us all throughout the season. Let's see updates for some other action, and we'll get to Hank's keys to the second half. Mr. Donahoe keeping us informed. Simpson, this was a while back. Simpson was leading Madison St. Joe with 4 minutes left in the first half, 14-7, almost halftime. I guess that's going to be Madison St. Joe took the lead. So yeah, and Oak Forest is ahead close to halftime, 21-0 over Magnolia Heights. So if those scores hold up, Magnolia Heights will be Oak Forest will be traveling to Heritage. So, Hank, we talked about it off the air, how the Mustangs were just had everything kind of in front of them to tie this ball game up, and just had first and goal from the 10. Lamb has a pass sail on him into the end zone. Jay Stevenson takes it about 2 yards deep, breaks a tackle about the 40, and then just carried it to the house. And you just talk about a kind of a gut punch for the Mustangs, and they're faithful, looking to go in and tie the ball game up. And then you look up and you're down 14-0. So I just You know, we talked about the mistakes that you just can't make against a team like this, but you got to have to play. And the Mustangs, you know, came out a little shaky on defense, but forced a missed field goal. And then Patriots scored. Mustangs kind of got their mojo going on offense and just unable to finish that drive, and it just kind of ended in disaster.
Look, you just heard the stats, and Heritage is leading in the stats, but that's not the only thing about the game, right? You got to look at what could have happened, and you know this game could easily be 17 to 7, or excuse me, 10 to 7.
Right.
If they had made the field goal, they missed. But that was, you know, that time, Pilla had some momentum. That would have been close to ending out the quarter, and it just wasn't meant to be. And we talk about making mistakes. That wasn't a bonehead mistake by any means. Your quarterback's limping a little bit, serious pressure up the middle. I think he just tried to make a throw off his back foot, and the ball slipped on him and kind of wobbled out there among 3 Heritage defenders.
Yeah, just sailed into a crowd of Heritage defenders, and that's where we are. So Heritage will receive the opening kickoff, and if you're Coach Crowder, you've really got to, you know, make your defense understand that you just this is a must stop. You've got to get a turnover or a stop on defense and get your ball back. I think 14 points is not insurmountable. 21 against this offense and our offensive kind of play, you know, game plan. 21 is going to be hard to overcome.
Yeah, I mean you don't want to be down, but you don't want to be down worse. And a good defensive stand would be great here, just like the Mustangs were able to do in much of the second quarter.
Lawson Harvey's first kickoff is going to be taken. Is going to be going to be a Mustang ball. Wow! Tate Dubard kicks it. Not a short onside kick, but kicked it on the ground. It bounced right into the Patriot defender and kind of
bounced off of him.
So just on cue, Mustangs get the ball back. Kind of the opposite of what happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that ball had a lot of bite on it. The way it was hitting the ground and bouncing forward, and the upback just misplayed it, bounced off of him, and Mustangs were there to recover, get great field position out of it. We'll be starting on the 32-yard line of the Patriots. Really got to seize this momentum and do something.
Absolutely. Here. Mustangs go trips to the near side. Powers, Jacobson, and Bennett. Give his to Sanford off the right side. He's got some running room and stays on his feet to about the 25, maybe short of that, to maybe the 26. So good first down yardage.
Yeah, some daylight there, and then he carries through. Dane does to get some yards after the initial contact. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4, maybe 5. Dane, if he gets 6 yards, and then he's always going to fall forward for about 2, so that's always a good sign if he can get some daylight before the first contact. Stay in the trips to the near side. Lamb gives it to Sanford to the near side. Sanford breaks the tackle, delivers a blow to number 20, and he falls into
number one, I should say.
You
may think he's number 20 now.
Well, at the 20. That shook me up a little bit. First down, Mustangs, 2 plays, a first down after the turnover on the kickoff. Good job by Coach Crowder trying to make something happen on that kickoff, so credit to him. Yeah. Trips go to the far side now, same formation. Dane to Drew's left. Give his to Dane, and they bottle that up, number 73 for the Patriots, Charles Woodard. Short gain, maybe 2. 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 17-yard line, I should say. John Heston Powers comes in with the play call. Play clock at 15. Sanford goes into the pistol formation. Wide receiver split, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Gives it to Sanford. Blocked well on the right side. He ducks his head and follows some blocks down to the 11. Big third down here, Hank.
Yeah, it is. With that rushing attempt, Mr. Sanford will now be the all-time rushing attempt leader, eclipsing Mr. David Lowe. 438 carries. That'll be Dane's 439th time to tote the rock for the Mustangs. And he will now be the leader in that category.
Be in the record books.
That record stood a long time.
Yeah, he's
Mr.
got some,
Lowe.
that's right. He's got another half of football to extend that record, hopefully another game. Go trips kind of offset to the near side, and that's going to be probably illegal. Well, he's making the false start call. Not sure who he's saying did that. So that's going to be a difficult penalty for the Mustangs. Back them up 5. Going to be 3rd down and back to 8.
Everybody was moving on both sides of the ball, but we must have moved first. Let's see if we can see it on replay. Oh, yeah. I think we may have been reacting to the defender.
Up front. So,
or we may have flinched, I don't know, but they were moving when we were.
Lamb with Sanford to his left, takes the shotgun snap, drops back to pass. Pretty good protection there, throws it over the middle to John Heston. He got hit pretty early.
He got hit early, and there's the flag.
Yeah.
And they're got their hands out saying what? I mean, he got hit well before the ball was there.
Yeah, at least a second early. Hard to argue with that call, but glad so another chance for the Mustangs to get inside the 10-yard line here against the Patriot defense.
Yeah. His head was jarred back from the hit, probably 2 yards before the ball got to him.
It was a good throw by Drew, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to be a touchdown if he doesn't get interfered with, most likely.
Ball's going to be moved. Let's see where they go. Ball is now at the 17. Pass interference on the Patriots is the call. Patriots are making some mistakes penalty-wise on their side, Hank.
Maybe that's their 4th one of the game.
Right.
And several of them have been big ones.
That's not an automatic first down? I guess not.
It is not. I think we learned that earlier in the year.
What do I know?
No, I remember that. We had a similar play.
They're going to move the ball a little further inside the 10. Another yard will get us a first down. I'm not sure why pass interference is not an automatic first down. Mr. Donahoe.
I was just thinking he's probably baby dutying.
D-U-T-Y.
Yeah.
Give his to Sanford, trying to get it off the right side, and he's got it, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Big, big touchdown there, Hank.
Huge touchdown for the Mustangs. Huge. Come out, seize the momentum. Great effort by Mr. Sanford, and it'll be a memorable one as he now holds the record for the most touchdowns in a season at 23, eclipsing a very fine running back, Mr. John Madison Brooks, and also now holds the record for the most rushing touchdowns in a season, eclipsing another very talented running back, Gavin Leslie, at 19.
Lawson Harvey on to attempt the PAT. It looks good from here, and it is. So Mustangs cut the lead in half, and after a big turnover on the kickoff, Mustangs take it into the end zone. Touchdown run by Dane Sanford, about 9 yards, and we got a ball game, Hank.
We do. Just a little bit of the do for these guys. Again, all these folks that have set records that that Dane has been able to match and eclipse. Thank you for your contributions to Pillow Sports, Pillow Football. Gavin Leslie, I've had the fun pleasure watching Gavin play many football games with my sons Britt and Jack, and then John Madison Brooks got to watch him play a lot with Ethan Reichley. So congratulations, fellas, for your fine careers, and congratulations to Mr. Sanford for setting some more records. But most importantly, Mustangs want to make sure that there's more games to be played. Just cutting the lead there after coming up with the kick for the opening part of the second half. Mustangs have cut the deficit to 7.
We'll see if Harvey decides to kick this ball deep or take another chance at a turnover. There's nobody deep for the Patriots, so you may kick it deep and chase it down. Now they're backing up a little bit. Harvey kicks it kind of in the middle, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to get the ball at the 35. Flags come down, so I'm sure he wanted to give that one a little more chance to come down in bounds, but
yeah, that was not exactly what we wanted, but I think they also made a substitution there. That was Mr. Fisher out there on that spot this time.
So Heritage takes over for the first time in this second half. 9:18 to go, third quarter. Mustangs trailing 14-7. See what kind of fire the Mustang defense comes out with, and see if they make any adjustments.
There's some serious press coverage out here on this trips.
Yeah, they're expecting that that screen play that they've run a couple times.
I'm expecting a handoff to number 7. And that's what it is.
Man, they
and
blocked
that. Is a big gap, and that is a touchdown. That'll be a way to answer.
Wow.
So he's Mr. Stevenson is really making his mark on this game with that being a 65-yard touchdown rushing to add to his 102-yard pick 6.
Just a beautiful play call. I don't know what they saw.
You could drive a truck through the hole.
Absolutely could. He never got touched. Mustangs had some kind of loaded the box. Like you said, they were pressed up on the outside, so those guys weren't going to be able to catch him once he got through the first line of defense. So Heritage answers the Mustang touchdown with one of their own and extend that lead back out to potentially 14. This is a different Stevenson than we saw at Pilla.
He's had a bigger impact on tonight's game than he did 2 weeks ago. Apparently we picked the wrong week to play Heritage. I was talking with my old coach, Yandel Harris, who says he sometimes tunes into the Mustang broadcast. And he said that last week the team and the coaches pretty much all had the flu.
Oh, really?
So fortunate for them to have that hit during their open week. But it looks like they're over it tonight. Certainly Mr. Stevenson is.
He does not look sick. So now Patriots run one play and cash it in. So again, you got to kind of test your team, see what they're made of. They responded with a good touchdown of their own, and then Heritage kind of answers it right back, takes the momentum right back away from the Mustangs. Hayes, Bennett, Charlie Robbins deep. To receive the kick from 21 Luke Fisher. Patriots try the same thing the Mustangs did. One of the upbacks did a good job of avoiding that. Almost hit him on the foot.
It did. It just wasn't getting out of bounds fast enough for me.
No, so it will go out of bounds, and the Mustangs will take over with pretty good field position. We'll see where they ultimately spot it. Coaches are wondering why the ball is placed where it is. I believe that's about where it went out of bounds. Maybe it went across the 40, but we'll take it. Mustangs take over at the 42. Good field position for Lamb. Trips to the far side. Gives to Sanford. Gets around the right side. Delivers some more punishment. Gets across the 45 to maybe the 46. Gain of 4. Second down and 6. Mustangs staying with what they kind of their game plan. Bringing trips to the near side. Bennett, Jacobson, and Powers. Lamb drops back to pass, throws it to, I guess, to Brock, but John Heston was right there. That they shouldn't be running that route that close together. I don't know, unless one of them's supposed to block for the other one.
It's almost like it's going to be a pick play, but
maybe so.
But I would say that either one of them could have caught the ball. They're mighty close together if that's the case.
Right, and I don't know if one kind of interfered with the other with just knowing that they were there. Just they didn't get in the way, obviously, but I don't think that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I think that was not executed as designed.
3rd and 6 from the 46. Bennett goes in motion. Give is to Sanford, and he fights forward across the 50 and is going to be right at the first down yardage. Looks like he's got it from here, Hank.
He does look like he's got it. It's right on my yard line right here. And I'll tell you, he made a heck of a move, Jonathan. Look right here. Looks like it's going to be 3 yards deep in the backfield. And he makes a man miss right there. Two men miss.
Yeah. Really good cutback there to find some daylight.
That's a talented move there. And, again, hard running. Gets the first down by about a half a yard.
Sound why he's rewriting the record books in the Pillow Media Guide, Hank. 1st and 10 across midfield at the 47. Lamb drops back to pass. Got a man open, but he didn't see him. Now he throws it. Good job, Brock. Brock's got some running room going down the sidelines, gets drugged down at the 25. John Heston was open for a long time, Hank, and Drew chose not to throw it to him and threw it to Brock, and they tried to knock him out of bounds and missed him. I mean, you see John Heston kind of over on the – and Drew rolls and puts a good ball to Brock.
Well, the defender came up like he was going to make a pick and just mistimed it, and then there was no one behind Brock as he caught it. Big reception for Mr. Makeumson. Puts the ball on the 17-yard line, I believe that is.
30-yard play there for the Mustangs, 1st and 10. Lane Harper goes to the center of the trips this time. Gives to Sanford, nothing doing there. 73. Charles Woodard had a couple of good tackles tonight.
Yeah, he's the one that had the big pressure just a moment ago on Dane, where Dane was able to break through it, but he doesn't break through that time. Bring up, it's a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Mustangs staying with their offensive line. Andrew Black, Lawson Steed, Perry Smith, Hayden Pilla, and Sumner Tackett. Been that way all year long. They've done a good job. Drew Lamb's needs to get rid of it. Got a man coming from his backside. He should have felt that, but he did not.
Yeah, and they walked up both the linebackers, so that was a big rush coming in there, and we would need to step up in the pocket or get moving quicker out there, but somebody should have been open as well.
That's right. You got it when you shake the first guy. You got to kind of have that clock going off in your head that I've got to get rid of this ball. But luckily that wasn't fumbled, so Mustangs get another shot at it. 3rd down and 25 from the Patriot 25. Looks like they're going to jump off sides there, number 73.
That'll get 5 of it back. Mustangs can get a first down around the 7-yard line, it looks like.
So that'll be 3rd down and timeout. Mustangs going to need to talk about this. Another big play in this game. Second half's been pretty exciting so far, Hank.
It has been exciting, yeah, and been dominated by the Mustangs having the ball because it just took Heritage that one play. Otherwise, we've had the ball the entire time, which is, again,
that's not how we wanted to keep them off the field.
Yeah. Well, we're doing a good job keeping them off the field. We just didn't on that play.
So Mustangs have it 3rd down and 13. Coach Crowder talking to his entire team out there on the hash mark on the far side, and see what they can come up with here. Hadn't thrown a screen tonight, but that's kind of been our go-to in these situations. But I'm sure the Patriots
they
see
watched
that.
our
You played them 2 weeks ago, so you don't have to go too far back to see kind of.
You'd expect something here, and let's see if we have the mismatch out here with. We don't. John Heston's going to be out here to the left, along with Brock and
Lane Harper.
Lane Harper.
Dane is going to take this snap. Drew is going to be in the up back position, so a little.
Yeah, so something a little different. Certainly think it's called for right here. I like it. I like it.
Dane slips through, gets down to the 15. Not going to be enough for the first down. Not sure that was designed to be thrown or what.
It was designed to be thrown, but there was nothing there. It never really developed. He did a good job just to pick up some positive yardage. Looks like Lawson Harvey and the kicking unit will come on to see if we can cut into this lead, make it less than a 2-touchdown lead.
Ball going to be set at the 21. So 31 yards by my count.
That'd be accurate.
plenty of distance. I mean, Lawson's got plenty of leg for this distance. Kick looks good from here. It is good.
It is good. Wow.
Snuck it in the right side.
Sure
Hooked it in there with that lefty.
It was hooking. It was hooking. Of course, by the time I saw it beyond the goalpost, I think it must have been past it. But I don't think it was good by much.
Well, that crossed the goalpost right over the top. So, you're looking at.
Oh, it did?
Well, I mean, it was when it.
Oh, yeah.
It was high and long.
Yeah.
I think that would have been good from.
Had a lot of leg.
He had a lot of leg on it. I think
but
he
it
had
was hooking.
Yeah. I'm just saying, 31 yards was nothing for his.
Oh no. Yeah. That wasn't a problem.
That's right.
Had a little bit too much hook on it.
So Mustangs cut into the lead, cut it down to 11, 21-10, and let's see if they can't muster up some defensive pressure here and get the ball back and get this game. We talked about it earlier, Hank. Get to the fourth quarter with a chance, and Mustangs going to ask their defense or their kicking game to maybe get the ball back.
Yeah, I would say let's give Lawson Harvey some credit there. He's has not played football in a while, came out this year, and has really, after the first couple of games, kind of got his feet wet and has been very solid for the Mustangs on the kicking front. Had some big shoes to fill with Juan Carlos Hernandez last year.
21-14, Simpson, 9 minutes left in the third. They're going to be taken by number 23, Nahr, and he's going to be tackled there by Lane Harper and Drake Alderman.
So, this will be the second offensive play for Heritage. So far, the Mustangs are winning the second half, but just need to keep Mr. Stevenson in check. He's had some big holes, and once he's out in the open, you're going to have a hard time bringing him down or outrunning him, catching up to him.
Going to go trips to the far side with Stevenson. Probably kind of run him away from that group over there.
That's what they did last time. There's a step back, and there he goes again. Better
job there. Tackle there by Tate Dubard.
Yeah, Tate comes up, hits him low, but wasn't as much of a hole. And that was a little bit of a stutter step delay. The one before looked like he just hit the hole full speed.
Yeah, he didn't have anywhere to have to cut there. Going to bring the trips to the near side now. Stevenson to
Good play call.
Yeah, absolutely. 21, Luke Fisher catches the ball. Not sure if he was inside on the, he was going to be set up at the tight end position. So you got your eyes on Stevenson, you got your eyes on one of the receivers, and then they dump it in the slot to the tight end there. So, again, like you said, great play design, great play call.
And just playing off of expectation there as well.
Good job there by Andrew Brock.
There we go.
Number 9, Andrew Brock, blocking the, deflecting the pass, coming in from his linebacker position.
Nice.
Almost was caught, even still almost caught, but it was not.
Yeah, Andrew gets in there, and well played there. Everybody kind of has their man, and Andrew does a good job just getting his hands up and getting his mid on the ball.
Catch him, gives it to Stevenson. We're unable to bring him down, still unable to bring him down, and still unable to bring him down. Touchdown, sorry, Hartley.
Hey.
Okay.
It's okay. No one wanted to see that anyway.
Touchdown, Patriots, and Stevenson is having himself quite the night. Sorry. He has been a one-man wrecking crew tonight. That ball was a 44-yard run, coupled with an 102 interception return and about a 70-yard run earlier.
65,
yeah, so he's
counting.
Yeah, I know.
But I'll tell you, he's a good running back. He's broke some tackles. He's fast. He's strong, but he's had some very nice holes as well.
You're absolutely right. A lot of running backs could put up numbers.
Oh, no, but I mean, he's a good running back.
Absolutely.
But his line's helping a lot.
Yeah.
You think about early on where we were stopped a few times on the goal line. We had penetration, but we hadn't had that at all here in the second half.
Right. So Patriots answer some Mustang points again with points of their own, going up 28-10. So like 2 weeks ago, the third quarter's kind of been your Achilles heel in this game, even though we did score a touchdown to begin the half after some a good start. The Patriots have answered with 2 touchdowns of their own. So 4:47 left to go in the third quarter here. Mr. Stevenson's having a good time on the sidelines. (40-0) Capaya over Leak at halftime, so they're going to have a running clock down there. So Capaya's going to move on.
Capaya's a good team. I've heard they're a good football team.
Oak Forest and Simpson hold on, and this score stays on the side. They're going to have one team out of the north and 3 out of the south. Is that right?
That would be right if that happens.
Kick is going to Hayes. Bennett taking it about the 15. Gathers
come this
himself.
way.
Got to run in this way. Needs to get a block, not in the back, and fumbled the ball, but it was down. So Tate Dubard did all he could do. He was just waiting on the guy.
Yeah, and that looked exactly like what we wanted.
Right.
Hayes just couldn't get to the edge, and that means that I believe it was number 24 for the Patriots did what he was supposed to do. Come straight down the field, make sure that he doesn't give the outside away, and well-coached player makes a good play.
And Mr. Donahoe keeps me in the loop. 21-20, Simpson, end of 3. So that's a good game going into the fourth quarter there between Simpson and I believe Madison St. Joe.
Yeah, and that, that's interesting. I wouldn't have. Well, I guess I don't know a whole lot about them, but I know Madison St. Joe. Looking at their record earlier this season.
Drew throws it to Brock, and he's just off his fingertips. Good job, good throw by Drew Lamb, avoiding some pressure, rolling to his right, and looked like it was maybe just out of Brock's reach.
I know what it was. Madison St. Joe played Lamar pretty late in the season, and Lamar beat them pretty well. So sounds like they're in a ball game, though. Where is that game?
That game is at Simpson.
At Simpson, that's right. Yeah, there we go. They had the bye.
Madison St. Joe beat Lamar 34-31 last week.
Oh, okay. So there you go. I guess I saw them play maybe a couple weeks. They may have had to go back-to-back against each other.
I don't know. No, Lamar had to play Leak.
Leak was in there one time.
Lamb back to pass, got plenty of time, is going to now get bottled up at the 15. Just nobody open, or at least nobody he saw open, Hank. I couldn't tell.
I don't think that was right. Didn't Leak it? Didn't. Oh, that was
last week of the regular season.
Regular season, I'm sorry. Yeah. Third and 16?
Third and 20 according to the scoreboard. Mustangs being forced to kind of go all pass here, and that's they're going to put 2 running backs in the backfield with Lamb. And they're going to throw a screen to Hayes, and he's unable to corral it. Had number 61, Machias Cuthbertson, right on in his hip pocket, trying to run out of his grasp before he corralled that ball, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Mustangs going to be forced to punt here. 3:38 left to go in the third. Dane standing on his 2-yard line. Pretty good kick, end over end, taken at the 23 by Nar. Right at the B. Let's see, what is that, Hank? 49?
49-yard line.
So Patriots looking to kind of put this one away. 28-10 with a short field. Mustangs can muster up a stop. We need it pretty bad here.
2 weeks ago they kind of got in this situation. We're trying to bust it open, and they went no huddle, real tempo, quick.
Right.
So far they haven't done that. Wouldn't surprise me if they don't do that here.
Give this to Stevenson. Breaks tackles and breaks another tackle. Gets tripped up maybe by his own man at the 45 of the Mustangs. Going to be about a 6-yard gain.
We've got an injured Mustang. I believe it's Andrew Brock is down. Moving around a little bit there.
Reaching for his right leg. Brock, a senior, one of 18 seniors on this Mustang team. He's really coming into his own this senior season, Hank. Has been a real asset, kind of a ball-hawking DB or linebacker.
Looking for the ball, yeah. He's had several big plays this year, and I think he's the second leading tackler on the team.
He's very close. Let's
right
see.
around there. He's certainly in the top 3 or 4.
He and JC are fighting for second place. I'm not sure how many tackles. Yeah, he is the second leading. Alderman is 81 tackles. Andrew has 46, and Dubard has 44. So going to get Andrew up to his feet here. Going to get carted off on his help of Trey O'Brien, and can't tell if that's Trey Hodges. Doesn't look like Trey Hodges, but
that is, I don't know. Oh, that's Jim Kraut? No, Jim's in front of him. I don't know who that is.
So favoring his right leg. Hope Andrew's okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Second down and 3. 3:21 to go, third quarter. Got a man open deep, and it's a really good adjustment on the ball. Nar just saw the ball the whole way, Hank, and he broke inside and made an adjustment and ran under that ball and made a heck of a catch.
I could not see it, but everybody seems to be impressed. Yep.
Yeah, he just saw it. And
yeah, it was thrown well to the inside, and he adjusted to it.
So first and goal will go the Patriots. Give us to Stevenson, and he's going to be tackled there by Hayden Pilla. And another injured Mustang there. 33 is going to be Chamberlain. Hopefully he can get up. Looking like they're looking at his, maybe his right foot. Can't really tell. Going to get Chamberlain up. Chamberlain's had a good season, kind of come on late in his sophomore season, playing some good defense, had a good hit earlier on tonight and a big play last week in the game. So big things to come down the road for Mr. McLean. Hope he's okay.
Including baseball season here in a few months. So.
That's right. Looks like he's putting a little more pressure on that foot. So
he's had a leg injury already in his young athletic career.
2:49 to go, 28-10. Patriots threatened to stretch this lead out. Going to be second down and goal to go from about the 2.
Turnover here would be
snapping it directly to Stevenson, and they fake a reverse, and Stevenson's going to walk into the end zone, and Patriots score a touchdown, go up 34-10. Pending the extra point, be a 25-point lead.
So that was in my blind side. I was going to say a turnover here would be nice, but I guess it's not in the cards.
Teams each have 1 turnover apiece, if I'm not mistaken. Oak Forest 23, Magnolia Heights 3. Magnolia Heights 7. Let's see, let me do that again. Oak Forest 27, Magnolia 7 into 3.
There you go.
So
you got all the numbers in order that time.
I'm looking at my watch.
Yeah, I don't have one of those fancy watches.
Well, Christmas is coming up. Does your phone
I
compatible?
don't need anything else that buzzes or talks to me.
Nothing that buzzes or talks to you.
So 35-10, Heritage has opened up a sizable lead here. Really all this has come about in the last 5 or 6 minutes on the clock, but it feels like it's been forever.
That's right. This has been a long first half. Went by pretty fast. Third quarter has, with all the scores and turnovers and changes of possession, it kind of slows down a little bit. That'd be fine if we were scoring some of the points, but we are unfortunately not. Let's see, was it 14-0 at halftime? So it's been 21-10 so far in the second half.
Yeah, it was 14-0, then it was 14-7, 21-7, 21-10, and then 28-35.
Jack Ketchum is on the kick, handling kickoff duties. Wow. Pretty good kick. Drives Bennett back to the 5. Gets ahead of steam, runs to the right, and he's got a seam to the right, and he's gets it out to about the 38. Good run back by Hayes.
Yeah, real good run back because I think he finally got a hold of that ball inside the 5, didn't he?
Yeah,
Certainly
he kind of drove him back. It was a good kickoff by Ketchum.
Yeah,
he hadn't been kicking off.
He finally turned around at the 5-yard line and brought it back out to the 38. Really nice return there. Tough catch, too.
So Mustang offense takes over 2:22 in the third. First down and 10. Give his to Sanford, and he's bottled up there for maybe a yard loss or a very minimal gain. It is going to be a loss of a yard or half a yard.
Jonathan, I like throwing the ball here, but I'm going to have some quick passes.
Yeah, and a little time.
Yeah, well, I'm saying because we don't have time.
Right.
Patriots just showing a 3-man rush. That's it.
Give his to Sanford. He's got running room across the left side, and he's going to be tripped up there by 24. Charlie Fowler. Ball is going to be placed at the 48. Going to be third down and a short yard.
Charlie Fowler. I know his dad.
He's
a ninth grader. That's about to say. I didn't think he was. That's ninth grader. Wow. Several ninth graders playing. I actually think there's another cornerback was a ninth grader as well.
Number 4 is a ninth grader. He has been playing. Sanford caught from behind, or not, Charles Woodard, as Dame was kind of feeling his way for a hole there, and Woodard's played a pretty good game. Another Mustang down. This is one of our linemen. It's either going to be, looks like it's going to be Lawson.
Yeah.
Looks like he's holding his right arm.
Yeah, it looks like it's his arm, not a leg.
Mustangs having some getting banged up this
half.
half.
Out of this third quarter, really been pretty fortunate for most of the year. We've had some guys that have played banged up and have missed some games for injuries and illnesses, but
no, been pretty healthy most of the year. I agree.
Been generally healthy as a football team goes. But that's 3 in the last just few minutes.
I see Andrew over on the bench. I don't see Chamberlain. Well, I see Chamberlain on a knee over there. Maybe he's okay.
He walked off pretty much under his own power. Andrew had a lot of help getting off the field.
Wind's picking up Which way is that going, Hank?
I'm 3 people deep. I can't feel it.
Well, you see
Where's
the flags
I
across
can't see the flag either. Oh, yeah.
Behind the visiting bleachers.
That is going from south to north.
All right. Lawson walks off. Hope he's okay. Been a big piece of the Mustang puzzle this year on the offensive and defensive front. Big, strong guard.
Big boy, yeah.
First and 10.
3-year starter on the line for the Mustangs.
48 seconds to go. Lamb gives it to Charlie Robbins, and he's going to fight across the 50-yard line to about the 47.
But that was a first down, though.
Yeah, they gave Dane the first down. I thought it was going to be a little short.
Well, yeah, and they had flipped it to 4th, but
19 seconds to go. Mustangs don't have to run a play. I think they want to, but maybe they're good going into the fourth quarter, and they'll do that. So we'll move to the fourth quarter. Mustangs trailing 35-10 and trying to mount a comeback, and we're going to stay here through the fourth quarter, Hank.
We've got the wind at our back.
That's right. That's what you
just
wanted.
said, that wind kicked up there, and we'll have it at our back for this final quarter. Mustangs need to win this quarter by more than 25 points, or this will be the last game of the year. Mustangs are 6-5 coming in to this ball game. Go back and look over the season. Had very few games that we didn't have very, very, very competitive moments. You think back, I was not at that Hartfield game, but did pretty well against a good ball club there through the first half.
Yeah, I think we took that 14-10 maybe into the halftime and then kind of let it go in the second half.
And then Jackson Academy, we were up 14-0 very quickly in that one. Starkville, 12-10 lead in the fourth. Really, Magnolia Heights was the only team that jumped out on us hard. Had a lot of turnovers that game. That was our first district game. And I think we still had more
had more yardage. That's right.
Just couldn't get in the end zone. So probably a better football team than the 6-5 record indicates. But as we talked before, just hadn't been able to put 4 quarters of that together in a lot of these games.
And that's such is the case tonight. Mustangs just unable to corral Stevenson after the turnover. They kind of responded, got back up off the mat from that, and scored a touchdown and cut it to a 7-point lead. And then just like that, Stevenson goes for 65, 70 yards. And that was kind of the big play in this game after that's going to be good catch there by John Heston, and he's racing towards the end zone. 20-10, 5 touchdown Mustangs.
There we go. We had that wind at our back.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, he watched this replay. I don't
got
know.
Bumped early.
I was going to say it was either a bump early or perfect timing, but he fought through it, stayed concentration, kept his concentration, and makes a nice catch.
Yeah,
and then a nice
good
run.
speed.
Showed
That's
some
right.
speed. That's right. Well, that cut it quickly there to 35.
Yeah, there's six of the 25 you needed. Hopefully 7.
Yes. I got to look through a lot of stuff down there. I see now where we are. So we are attempting a PAT.
Harvey on to kick the PAT. And it is good.
Good.
Let's see. Harvey has kicked 2 PATs tonight, Hank. And I got his. That takes him to 30 of 33 on the season.
Not
pretty
too
good for
shabby
a first year kicker.
First year, yeah. Of course, he's an excellent soccer player. Comes from a soccer family.
Speaking of, we did talk about some scheduling with them. It was kind of a light week.
So, we're kind of in that lull. Right now, we've got only ladies basketball is going, and I guess junior high.
Right.
But the Lady Mustangs are on the road all right now until the new gym is, is ready. They're 2-0. They will have a very tough opponent at Simpson this week. And then I believe they play at Leak, 2 very, very good ball teams coming up over the next week, again on the road. And then we have a soccer, first boys soccer.
I think they play
week.
Thursday and Friday maybe. 8th and 9th. What is that going to be?
Who is that?
Soccer.
Soccer, yeah. The first game is at Greenville High School, at Greenville High School.
Yeah, and then they're going to play the same.
Sorry, we're fighting a wasp in here, but we got him. Sorry, Hartley. It hit my face, and then it hit Hartley's back. And Hartley wanted to hit me because he was wondering.
Mustangs are going to recover the onside kick, Hank, as we're swatting flies.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing it if it works.
Let's see the replay here.
Hartley says, don't hit my back again.
You and Hartley are goofing off. We're trying to play football.
Hartley was playing with that wasp. Onside kick.
Another good onside kick. Takes a bounce, and we hit the guy and recover there by number 15 as Brantley counts. Another sophomore playing. Update from Mr. Brock. Don says banged his knee on a helmet. Asa said it felt good, just a contusion, might be coming back.
Let's do it.
Andrew's not ready to hang him up just yet. 1st and 10, Mustangs with the ball and a little fire.
Jonathan, I was just about to say, as deflating as that play was on the pick six, Mustangs, that was right before half. Mustangs came back out and have shown some fire, continue to do it. Let's see if something magical can happen.
Going to be blown dead, and
magic is going to be
magic is going to be 5 more yards. Lawson Steed comes back out, so that's a good sign. He's got his maybe his elbow taped up. Not sure if his elbow or his hand, but he going to be backed up to across the 50 to their own 48.
Yeah, whatever was going on with Lawson was up high. It was not his legs. It was either a hand or an arm.
Upper body injury.
So after the penalty, be 1st and 15.
Lamb gives it to Sanford, cuts it back into traffic and gets thrown down across the 50 for a gain of about 4. Gets it back into Patriot territory just across the 50-yard line. 11:33 to go, clock ticking.
Plenty of time still for the Mustangs. Be important, though, to have a good drive here, sustain, come away with some points, keep this momentum going that they have a little bit of it after the big play with John Heston on the pass play, and then, of course, the onside kick recovery. Who recovered the onside?
Brantley Counts, number
Brantley
15.
Counts, attaboy.
Fake to Sanford, and Sanford needs to pick up that block, but Hayes stopped running. Not sure. That's a go route. We need to keep going. He looked up, tried to find the ball, and then didn't know if he had kind of thrown it short. Not sure if that was a read or what. But
when I saw him checking up, he was very well covered.
Right.
So it may have been just, I don't know, maybe he was just throwing it away. But
luckily, one of the Patriots didn't run under that ball. So Hayes comes back to the huddle, asking for the play.
Yeah.
Go deep again.
Had a long trot back.
Lamb drops back to pass, got a man coming free. Stevenson does a heck of a job reading that screen after Dane let the guy through and then turned around to catch it. Had some grass, green grass underneath him to go, and Stevenson continues to have a big night and really affecting the game on both sides of the ball.
Well, he sniffed that one out. We've used that play successfully several times this year. It's on film. I'm sure they're spying number 6 and just really good tackle, because if he doesn't make that tackle, Dane's got a
long way to run. Latest update from the Donahoe house, 27-20 Simpson. So Simpson trying to hang on versus Madison St. Joe. Madison St. Joe was the, see what seed they were. They were the 11 seed.
Yeah,
so that'd be pretty impressive if they could
I don't know
find a
much
way to win
about
that.
them, but I was not thinking they were.
I know they have a quarterback that's getting some attention from some colleges. So
there you go. I don't know anything about them, but I just knew the record wasn't that great and their seeding wasn't great. And that's Simpson is the 3rd seed.
I believe that's
I know
correct.
they won their district.
Simpson is the 3, correct.
Yeah.
4th down and 14. Dial up some more magic, Hank.
Yeah, we need a little magic. Winds at her back.
Drew pumps, throws.
I think Drew had to scramble so much. The adrenaline and his momentum made that ball uncatchable.
Yeah,
I think we just needed a pass interference call we weren't able to get. It's a good play. I mean, Drew does a good job to avoid the rush.
Yeah,
and
not
I'll tell
sure.
you, if that ball's not overthrown, we got a chance to make it. But I think the overthrowing was a result of the pressure.
Right. So Mustang defense will come back out. Patriot offense hadn't been out there in a while after a touchdown by the Mustangs and a onside kick.
Well, you would expect a big old huge heaping helping to number 7 right here, and this is really where you've got to keep yourself in this ball game is by forcing a stop here. He's going to make several moves and just carry through people. Goodness gracious.
Runs over.
I'll tell you what, he had a pretty good game 2 weeks ago, but now.
I think he had the flu 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe he was getting the flu. I see more of the fuss now over Mr. Stevenson and his.
Yeah, he's impressive, and he's got good feet and moves pretty well. And then obviously you've seen the speed.
Just a junior, first year at Heritage this year.
So we get to see him next year.
We get to see him next year. Yeah.
Clock goes to 10 minutes in the game. Stevenson off the right side, bounces off people, and he's going to the house.
Yeah, boy.
That is going to be his 4th touchdown.
But we have not had good position on him on a lot of these. And
you hadn't been able to square him up.
Yeah, an arm is not bringing that man down. That's right, yeah. So, and again, once again, he's got some daylight from the line there, and he makes the best of it. And I won't say untouched, but mostly untouched. And I think you're correct. How many do they have? They've got
40, coming up on 42, so they got 6 touchdowns. Ketchum scored 1 on a keeper to this side, so he may have. I know he's got 4. He's got 3 rushing, and actually he's got 5. He scored the one
down here. So that's 5. That's a big night.
Well, we talked about Trey Nahr.
He's had a quiet night. But if you able to hand the ball off and impose your will with long touchdown runs, you don't need your receivers as much.
That's exactly right.
Special teams for the Mustangs have been good tonight.
That's right.
2 onside kick recoveries, or I guess an onside and a squib.
Right.
So now the Mustangs really going to have to make something happen here, failing to keep that drive alive we just had, and then giving up the quick touchdown, trailing 42-17 with only 9 minutes and 48 seconds to go in this game. 25-point difference. Jonathan, a lot of seniors on this team tonight. Too many to go all through, but really have had the pleasure of watching a lot of these guys for a long time, and good to see they continue to come out with heart, and I know they're gonna play hard this last 9 minutes and 48 seconds. But I'll just tell you that maybe the team might end up falling a little short of what they had hoped for, but they played hard all year.
I agree. I think they have, the first couple of losses were kind of riddled with mistakes, and Mustangs have, for the most part, of course, the ones tonight have been timely, but the amount has gone down. How about that? The quality of play has gone up as the season's gone on, and you see flashes of what this team is capable of doing. Going to be kicked to Brock Megilson, kicks a fair catch inside the 30, about the 28-yard line. But 18 seniors, Hank, and this senior class is going to be, disappointed with how this one ends and where it ends. But they've been playing together. Most of them been at Pillar for quite a while. Not many new guys. So this one's going to hurt. And some of them are moving on to the soccer field or the basketball court and eventually the baseball field. So they got more sports to play their senior year. But it's always, I saw something where, you can play basketball, you can play baseball past, high school, but football is kind of one of those things you don't get to do
Most
past
people
tonight.
don't get to do that later.
Yeah.
Yep, here goes Mr. Sanford, though. He's
still fighting.
He's not ready to quit playing football. And he'll, of course, be missed next year, as will many of these seniors. So
I saw Dane was getting, he got an offer this week. I think they posted that to maybe continue to play. So I think Dane's going to have an opportunity in one sport or the other to keep playing something.
Yeah.
So he's too good an athlete to not.
8 home runs last year in baseball, shortstop. He's a all-around athlete and has some more good memories on the athletic field coming forward in the rest of this season.
Charlie Robbins tripped up there inside about the 48-yard line, going to be second down. Clock 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Charlie would be someone that the Mustangs are relying on heavily next year, and be relying on him in basketball this year as well. He's good guard, but definitely will likely be a big feature of next year's offense.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to got a lot of shoes to fill. A lot of seniors taking up a lot of minutes, a lot of experience, a lot of leadership that you're going to have to just kind of Drew Lamb passes into the near sidelines, nothing going. So brings up third down.
So we talk about the Lady Mustangs a good bit. If this is, in fact, the last game, then a lot of these players will quickly get on the hard. Coach A, Andrew Mitchell. So they'll be taking the hard court here. I don't have that schedule in front of me. I could pull it up, but it'll be pretty quick.
Yeah, not sure. They'll probably have a week or two to start.
No, I don't think they'll get 2 weeks.
Well, yeah.
Not to correct you there.
Well,
they'll be out there pretty quick.
Just the ladies this week, I guess, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Going to bring up fourth down. Mustangs are going to punt.
Yeah, I don't know. I would think that we would at least be playing Leak on the 15th of November, and I don't know about Simpson on the 8th. But looking forward to see what both basketball teams do this year.
Yeah, going to be exciting. And let's see, what's today? The 4th. About 2 weeks almost to the opening of the newly renovated Stribling Gymnasium. At least that's the plan. I haven't heard otherwise. So the 29th and then the 1st, Jackson Prep and Leak, two big opponents. Jackson Prep is the defending overall champion. Leak is the defending overall runner-up, defending state champion. So
going to open up with a bang.
Going to open up with a couple of good opponents.
We hope that that game that you'll skip the live stream and come in person and check out the new facilities and hopefully cheer on the Mustangs to some inaugural wins there.
So punt sends the Patriots deep into their own territory. Sorry, Hartley. Give is to Stevenson.
There, we bottled him up that time.
Yeah.
Another thing that
Coach Pogue, I'm going to suggest you get him out. I don't think you want to.
I don't think you need him at this point. But I'll tell you, another big contribution that Dane has made to this team is his punting.
Absolutely.
He's a very good punter, and he just showed it there as well. Our senior lineman, Jonathan, you've got that in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball comes out. Maybe the Mustangs, it's like the Patriots are going to retain the ball. Senior lineman, let's see, seniors, Sumner Tackett, Andrew Black, Hayden Pillow, Lawson Steed. All seniors. You got Perry Smith is going to be the only returning lineman. Wells Wilson suffered some illness this year, didn't get a whole lot of playing time due to that, but Wells is a good player.
He was making contributions when he did get to play.
He was. Lawson Harvey, Matthew Nemi, John Heston Powers, Tate Gailey, Drew Lamb, Brock Makehamson, Andrew Brock.
Wow.
Pass is going to be almost intercepted by John Heston, Dane Sanford, John Aiden Brown, Trey Schmitz, Hayes Bennett, and Lane Harper. So just a huge senior class.
I think that was the equivalent of a third down punt.
Yeah, you may be right. Just seeing
but
what
we
they
almost
could
got
do.
an interception. That would have been nice.
So as is the case, you have to bring your new sophomores next year up, and it's a big group. So you'll replace maybe the same number, but just some inexperience. Coach Crowder will have his work cut out for him to get those guys ready to play. Going to be, we talked about it last week. Schedule may look a little different. Not sure Washington will go off of the conference schedule. Not sure they'll stay on the regular season schedule. Hopefully they will be. That's an easy trip back and forth for
good
both
rivalry.
teams. So good rivalry. So maybe we can keep them on the schedule, but it won't be a conference game next year.
That was a hard-fought ball game this year in the
was.
first half.
It was. Mustangs scored going into halftime and really kind of turned that ball game around as it did last week. So. And the halftime has been a living or dying by the halftime.
Yeah. Sometimes we've come out better than others. But tonight we came out really strong, particularly after the terrible play that happened on right before the half with the pick six. And, again, the Mustangs came out and fight, just honestly a little outmatched, particularly with not having much of an answer for Mr. Stevenson tonight.
Yeah, and coming into the night, the way we played, and again, maybe he wasn't, maybe they didn't. We talked about it. They had their playoffs positioning set that night, but he played most of the game. Maybe they just didn't feature him as much, but I don't know. But he's been a
much bigger
tonight.
difference tonight. Yeah, for sure. 5 touchdowns. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So Heritage will, I guess, Mr. Donahoe, they're going to have Oak Forest make the trip north.
That is a pretty good haul.
We will open on the 29th, Mr. Donahoe. Sorry to make it sound like we were not.
Guarantees it.
He's just angry for lack of sleep.
Yes.
And
he's probably
for being the football man he is. I know he's angry that not angry, but just disappointed. We're going to have to this season's coming to an end. He says Washington will stay on the schedule, so we'll continue that rivalry.
That's good.
So Mustangs still fighting, getting the ball in near the red zone here.
Get a touchdown here and see if we can.
Lamb fakes the pitch, moves back to his right, throws it over
the
middle to Brock Magibson, and good job by Brock grabbing that ball out. He just catches the ball with his hands really well.
He catches the ball very, very. It's just pretty the way he does it. He just receives it with soft hands. That was a really nice play design. Well thrown ball, well run route, and he's open there, and we hit him. Nice. Let's see if we can punch this in quickly. See if we can get another one of those special team specials. Oh, you got Hayes on the slant route, but we don't see that, I guess.
Sanford fighting.
Ooh.
Gonna again just punishing.
Yeah, I don't know who
that
was.
That's number 1.
Yeah.
Luke Goodman. He says, I need to come out, Coach.
Yeah, that's the second time he's caught one of those, and I know it doesn't feel good.
You just don't have anywhere to go. You're just trying to square up and get low.
Well, yeah, I mean, he made the tackle.
Yeah, it just pays for it. Second down. Give us to Sanford again, and he is fighting his way into the end zone.
Oh, that should be a touchdown.
Going to call him down, but it will be a first down and goal to go from inside the 1.
I was going to say, they're saying it's a fumble and a recovery by the Patriots.
I didn't see that.
Well, they just were all acting like it was a fumble. How in the world can you tell? Goodness gracious. I couldn't see it. It sure did take forever. I heard the radio man say it took forever. But there wasn't a whole lot of hooping and hollering. It was just like a big pile.
Yeah, and when you uncover it, the Patriots had the ball. I'm not sure he fumbled it before he was down or before he got to the bottom of the pile. But Patriots going to take over inside their own 1. Probably going to guess they
There.
and give it to, that's number 3, Aiden Westmoreland, trying to outrun Dane Sanford, and Dane made him fumble the ball, and he picks it back up. I guess he's the only one that can advance it. What a play by Dane Sanford. That is an epitome of what that kid is, chasing that guy down, forcing the fumble, and it's just watch this, just outrunning his teammates and getting to the guy and smacking that ball out.
He sure did.
And Westmoreland's going to fall down injured. I'm not sure what.
I think he's got a hamstring.
May have a cramp. Just, again, that's just who Dane is and who he's been for 3 years on the varsity team, and he's just an all-around athlete and good player. Westmoreland's coming off okay. You know, we talked about getting some of these guys out, but they don't have a ton of numbers. You know, they don't have
they don't have
a 3 deep, so they kind of have to.
Really,
but he looks like he's okay.
They've been successful program for the last 3 or 4 years.
Right.
And have generally done it without a whole lot of numbers. Just the 11 they had on the field were good players, but not a lot of depth. Is that Walker? Who is that? Wow.
So Ketchum gives to Stevenson, who's back in the game, makes it, turns on a dime and gets his 6th touchdown of the game.
I was about to say, I guess number 3's out.
Man.
Westmoreland toted it down there, but
48-17, that's going to be 31, pending 32. This is the, I don't know, he's probably the best player we've seen, you know, tonight. He wasn't the best player we saw 2 weeks ago, but he is.
He's been dominant tonight.
He has been dominant. That's a
and
good word.
Again, but also has had some pretty good blocking. I believe he missed that one.
That kick is up and no good. So 2 missed, 1 missed extra point, 1 missed field goal. 48-17, 4:45 to go. 9 in the, in the 4th quarter,
Of course, that was late, Jonathan, but you think about it, I mean, that's a fumble at the goal line and a pick 6 at the goal line, and that's 21 points right there.
Right.
The better team's winning, no doubt, but this game's been more competitive
than the score's going to indicate. Absolutely.
If you could take away those key turnovers and just a few of those really, really, really long touchdowns, 6 of them total for Mr. Stevenson. Another senior's J.C. Gerard.
Did I miss J.C.?
Brad's
going to kill me.
You were calling out lineman, and he's a lineman no more.
Well, he was over here on the right with his 50/7 number. So, anyway.
Who are some other seniors we haven't mentioned?
I think I went through them all. Lane Harper,
okay.
Hayes Bennett, yeah. Mr. Donahoe says that hopefully the non-conference schedule next year would include Washington, maybe Clarksdale, Lee, as John Heston brings it across to the 40-yard line. Leak will be an interesting non-conference game. Lamar, another one. J.A. and Prep. So,
okay.
Coach Crowder, not set yet. That's not set in stone, but that's just what they're working on in the offices. So, along with your traditional opponents will be Bio, Heritage, Magnolia Heights, and Starkville.
So this one looks like it's going to result in Heritage hosting Oak Forest. Is that correct?
That is correct. And Simpson.
So Tate Dubard in at quarterback.
Tells Charlie to go throw a block, and he gets around to the right side. Does a good job of punishing the defender, number 8.
Yeah, that'll be a question mark for next year. You know, who's going to quarterback the Mustangs? So I'm sure Tate was probably one of the leading candidates, but that'll be a big.
But Tate is he'd be if you move him to the offensive side, it's a big loss on your defensive side.
I was going to say. I mean, he really does a good job finding the football. He's made a lot of nice open field tackles this year as well. If you remember going back last year, he was like the 3rd or 4th candidate we tried out there at that corner and ended up really being a difference once he was out there.
Yeah, Charlie Robbins with a good-looking run here, still on his feet, running to the near side to the 25-20, runs out of bounds at about the 15 or inside the 15.
We should challenge Heritage to a backups football game.
We're winning that one.
We're winning that one.
Number 80, Ryan Knowles.
Ryan Knowles.
Another basketball player.
Another basketball player you'll see out. He'll make some 3 balls on you in a hurry.
Yep. Preston Blaylock, Matthew Nemi, Lane Harper out to the trips formation to the far side. Tate gives it to Charlie. He's got running room across the left side. Cuts it back. Good vision there. Gets into the end zone. Guess they're done.
Shutting up shop. Good luck.
(48-23). Harvey on to, I guess it's Harvey. Yeah, he's coming out.
Got to have a holder.
There we go.
I guess you don't have to have a holder, but it helps.
It would help.
He drills another one.
So Mustangs will come back out to kick off this football. 3:41 to go in the contest. This one's been decided. We've got to get some reserves, some time out here on the defensive side, unless we onside kick it again. Been fortunate enough to get 2 onside kicks or recover 2 kickoffs.
Let's keep on pressing our luck.
I know.
So Jonathan, I was just thinking back about this senior class. If I'm not mistaken, they've made it to the playoffs every year and won the first round of the playoffs each of those years. I think that's right. So it would have been St. Al the first year
that we beat.
And
then where did we go?
Last year was the Thriller at Central Hines.
Did we go to, after we beat St. Al, did we go to Adams County and lose?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was just talking about the first round where
right.
Then we lost to Adams County, who I think was eventually.
I think they at least played for the state championship.
Played for the state. They were a really good football team.
That would have been the year Leak won the state championship.
Okay. And then last year, these guys went down and won a Thriller at Central Hines and then did not beat Leak in the next game. And then tonight will allegedly lose to Heritage unless we can have a miracle happen here in the next 3 minutes. But again, so maybe fall short of your aspirations, which are always to win the state championship. But successful teams, playoff folks, winning playoff games. Solid program when you do that for all 3 years. And a lot of these guys have been playing and contributing a lot to this team.
Yeah, that's right. They have
for 3 years.
You're right. That's been this class has contributed quite a bit.
Well, they had to. They had a small class in front of them for sure. Not a whole lot of seniors in the class above them.
see, 14 is in the quarterback.
It's number 8.
I will say, Hank, this field does not look as good as the Mustang field. Painted the H. No paint on the H. We've got to talk to you guys about that. Nothing in the end zone, so kudos to the Mustang grounds crew.
Looks like they've got a new dugout. Does it look like a construction zone over there? Yeah, I think that's a new dugout.
Yeah, both of them. That's right. 2:47 to go. 3rd down and 10.
So Mr. Banu and Hartley Kittle, Jonathan Mills. It's kind of a quiet time here. I'll just tell y'all appreciate what you do for us, and I know a lot of people enjoy listening to the Mustang live stream for these events, particularly I think steak and my live stream from the Mustangs is on a lot of people's agenda on Friday night. And thanks for the technical folks that make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jonathan and I just get to stand here and talk.
Yeah, I would say we're just a talent, but we're not that talented. So we're
not
just
the talent. We're just what they get.
That's right. Yeah, Mr. Banu is, as always, a rock star around campus and everywhere else. So the Rebels are off tomorrow, so Mr. Banu, you get a day off. Yep.
Do you have to live stream something tomorrow? He's going to find something and just live stream it. Will that be on
yeah, Hartley is.
YouTube, but what do you call your personal live stream? He likes a BanuTube.
BanuTube, I like it. Hartley, we got to see if we can renew Hartley's contract for next year. I'm going to talk to his parents.
Hey, inflation.
That's right.
Ask for more.
You can drive yourself next year, right? There you go. All right, so Hartley's in. But tune in. I know Mr. Yeah, and again, thank you, Mr. Banu. The playoff sponsors, I'll read them again while I have time. Webster's Bank Plus Farm Bureau, Hart Kittle State Farm, Heartland Catfish, Planners Bank, Lambs Photography, Marty's Towing, and Guarantee Bank, along with a lot of these other ads that you're seeing run across your screen during the breaks. And throughout the other live stream sports, it really gives us an opportunity to bring the Mustangs to whoever would like to tune in from wherever. So,
absolutely.
Mr. Bill Long's doing some live stream for the basketball. Yeah, that was a good job of the podcast, Mr. Donahoe, Mr. Banu, and the media arts team. Look forward to that each week. Had a good visit with Mr. Bill Long. I know Bill is, if he's not here, he's listening. Or was listening. He may have unplugged us by now. Maybe not Bill.
Feels like this game's been going
This has been a long second half. First half was pretty quick.
Yeah, I just checked, and it's 2 hours and 35 minutes in.
I know. You've got a shorter ride to go than I do.
I do. Thank you for the ride over, by the way.
You're welcome. I think I could talk Matt into driving me home?
Probably.
Okay. He's probably already in the car.
My wife appreciates the fact that she didn't have to ride with me over here.
Yeah. See, when you have a road game, you got to do all this research that you had as opposed to a home game when you're scrambling to get there. So when you got a little time to prepare, you bring, the quality research.
But you got to hate on me for it like that.
I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
Look, I don't want to beat it to death, but I would say tremendous congratulations to Dane Sanford for the many, many, many records he has set this year. Congratulations again to those that held the records before him. And I think Dane would be the first to tell you that, he happened to have a lot of other folks on this team helping him to do what he did.
Let's see, Patriots are going to punt. Who is this back to receive? Is that? It's not Hayes. It's Lane Harper. Lane's going to let it roll across the 45. Yeah, congratulations to the Patriots. They'll be moving on to the semifinals. Be hosting another game here before trying to. They'd be defending a state championship, wouldn't they?
Yeah, defending. Yep. I think they've won it. I think they won it last year, and maybe not the year before that, and then the year before that. So they've got several here as of late. But it sounds like there's a couple of other. I don't know if it's going to be a cakewalk. I think there's a couple other teams in there that should be some really good games. We get down into the quarterfinals and finals.
Robbins
semifinals.
Running for a first down. Another good-looking run there by Charlie.
I suppose these are the quarterfinals, aren't they? So
these are the quarters. That's right.
So it's looking like it'll be Oak Forest and Heritage.
Correct.
And
Oak Forest won 34-7.
Capaya and who?
Will be Madison St. Joe or Simpson, which I think Simpson was winning that game last I heard from Mr. Donahoe. Mr. Donahoe with a good assist tonight. We should leave him home more often.
Yeah, I think this Heritage Oak Forest game next week will probably be a pretty good one. Yeah, there's Dane
getting some more carries,
getting the getting as many hits as he can left. Goodness gracious, he's another fella that wishes he had.
That guy's like, I thought he was done.
But I mean, they get him on the ground, but they pay for it. So I would say that Oak Forest generally has a big bunch. They kind of move back and forth between 6A and 5A. So. Big bunch of kids that are usually pretty scrappy, and Heritage have plenty of contests next week, I would imagine. And then it looks like Capaya is a very solid football team as well.
That is Colin Cunningham, a 9th grader who just met Dane Sanford on the way out of his career. So Mr. Cunningham is okay.
Yeah, I think he's okay. He just he'll say, I remember that guy.
That's right. I think he's going to be okay. They're kind of laughing at him a little bit. Good-natured fun. I don't think any of those coaches want to go out there and tackle Dane. It's not fun.
I don't think any of the live stream crew does either.
Dan, that's going to do it.
I'd like to say a thank you to Dane's father for coming over for my fence emergency today as well. So,
well, listen, Mustang season comes to an end tonight at Heritage. A hard-fought game. Mustangs on the short end of a 48-24 contest, but been a good season. And best of luck to the Patriots. And again, I've enjoyed it this year, Mr. Banu, Hartley, Hank, and we'll see you guys down the road. Safe travels to everyone. And